I'm sailing where sunshine finds the sky. Welcome one, welcome all to the Sunday stream. And I'm free when I close my eyes. Yeah, that's right. We're starting off with some Skull tunes. How are we all, my friends? Have you got me all loud and clear on audio and video? Give me some love in the comments. Cheers to you all this lovely Sunday. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Samantha, for reminding me. Where are we? Done. I'll turn them back on afterwards. All right, we should be good to go, Samantha. Anyway, what's going on, legends? How are we all? Zig, Pork, Kat, Scotty, Samantha. If I've missed anyone, I think I saw Glowing earlier. I'm not sure if he's still here. Miser was in earlier, but I think he ducked out. What's going on? On that topic, Samantha and Kat, this is the Bobby Lupo. Anybody seen Richie's shirt? Bobby Lupo on the back. Came out nicely. So we're rocking that tonight. Good to see you all. We're going to get Paul and Richie famous and Bobby Lupo, if nothing else. Yeah, I heard Pork. It's learn how to climb steps like I did. Good to see you all, legends. Catch up on some double speed. That's all. We just started a little in now, mate. All good. Do what you got to do at the shop, brother. Get restock as you need to. Yeah, Kat, you're hey, Joker. There we go. You made it. Good to see you, mate. Everyone show some love to the Joker. He's had a bit of a rough patch lately, unfortunately. So good to see you, mate. Yeah, Kat, your shirts. I've just sent it to the order to the printers, so hopefully you'll get it soon. But we'll just wait for them. But Rich is on its way. Kelly, yours is on its way. Kelly Hayes. I'm not sure if he's here, but it's on its way. But good to see you all, my friends, on this Sunday, the 29th of September. Almost the end of the month. Goddamn, this year has gone quickly. Very quickly. 2024, good to see you, my man. What's been going on? What is happening? I mean, we're about 2.5 minutes in, good, so that means I can have a smoke. Yeah, Joker's got struggling a bit. He's doing his Daredevil routine tonight. Hopefully he's all right. Use your other senses. Tap into your Wolverine spirit, my man. You can probably do with some... You need a smoke. That'll help. Have some weed, my man. Some herbal remedy, I should say. Have some herbal remedy. I'm sure that will help the situation. It fixes all ailments. Max, good to see you, my friend. Just turned 41. Feeling old. Hey, mate, I'm 41 right now, 2024. Turning 42 in January. So if you're old, I'm old. And I'm pretty sure Joker's older than me, so we're all old, mate. It's all right. All good, Joker. We know you're here in spirit, mate. We know you're here in spirit. Tuba, good to see you, my friend. The agenda for tonight, well, obviously we've got not a lot going on, just random stuff as always. As you know, I don't even think I wrote an agenda this time. No, it's last week's agenda with a bit of this week's agenda involved, but sure what you got, Brendan Connett. Jeez, Brendan, it's a bit forward. You're gonna have to drop some. Brendan, man, you have to drop some super thanks before you think you're getting any kind of cock action going on. Definitely need to be dropping some double or triple digit super thanks for that kind of action, mate. This is not some cheapo streaming service. This is a quality establishment and organization here. January 6th is my birthday. I'm a Capricorn. But anyway. So tonight we're gonna be obviously just keeping it light as always, talking about some random shit that we talk about during the week. We'll watch some random videos that I've got. We'll have a bit of a sip of the old beverage. We'll watch a debut video. I'll get your guys' opinion on it. It's a little bit different this week. It's not the same kind of path as normal, but we'll see how you go. We'll see how we go. Cliff, good to see you, my friend. Tuba, I don't know if I said hi, but good to see you, Tuba. Too bad I like fucking. It's good to see Miser's back in action as well. Miser, good to see you, mate. So anyway, jam-packed as always. Jam-packed as always. We'll go to the live stream folder. I mean, not a lot of comments. I hope you all appreciated the thumbnail this week. I put a bit of effort into that one. I don't know where this was from. I'm guessing it's a game. But I put Big Daddy in there, and there was already a beard there, so I just had to really put his face in, to be honest with you, and change the name and the title. Oh, you all can't see what's going on. One moment. Boom. We're going for a new layout this week. Hopefully this is better. See a bit more of my fat head, but also see a bit more of the screen. I was just showing the latest bit of Photoshop work for this thumbnail. I'm guessing some of you will appreciate it. A little bit of work on the face. The goatee was existing. The hair was there. I just put Seagal's glorious face in there, and of course edited the. Well, pork. We'll get to that, mate. We'll get to that after my video. All right. So coincidentally, this might cause some controversy. But first of all, let's appreciate the image. This might cause some controversy, but the latest video that I will be showing you guys tonight is called Not Guilty. Everybody is wrong. The untold truth of P. Diddler. So we'll get to that later, mate. Don't worry. I don't think Puffy will make it. But again, we'll get there. Well, you know what? We'll watch the video early days. We'll watch the video okay, I'll tell you what. We'll do it. We're going to a poll. We're doing a poll. Afraid, baby oil. Well, you know, I love that. Legends. Good to see you, my friend. How are you, brother? Should we watch the video? New video in the first hour or second hour? First. Boom. I know everyone's going to vote the first hour, but still. Poll for Paul, people. This is for Paul. I don't think Diddy's going to make it. I think Diddy's going to have an unfortunate accident. He's going to feel very sad about his life, and he might not want to continue with his life. A lot of things could happen. All of which end in him not spilling any beans about anything that happened with any of the people involved, I would imagine. Just quietly. Who knows? Or that catalogue of digital media gets sent somewhere else. That's also a possibility. But we'll get there. I hope you all appreciate the thumbnail. It's a nice looking thumbnail if you ask me. It's a glorious looking thumbnail. But yeah, we'll get to that. What's the poll going first? I knew everyone was going to vote first. How many of you all in here? We've got 25. We'll let a bit more voting take place. Yeah, exactly, Cliff. Something's going to happen to him. DZ, good to see you, my man. Got some old schoolers here. It's good to see the old schoolers here. But yeah, we'll check that video out. We've got a bunch of random stuff as well, obviously, that I found during the week. Some videos that I thought are quite interesting. We'll check them out later. And of course, we'll just have a bit of a chat. And I waited for you guys this time. Normally, ahead of time, I'll look for Steven Seagal and I'll check it. But I'm surprising myself. So I'm just setting it up, but I'm not even looking. We're going to look at it together fresh, what the latest Steven Seagal search stuff is for recently uploaded. But in the meantime, get yourselves a drink. That's Carl. We'll watch Carl later. That's a good episode, India. Get yourselves a drink. And then, yeah, we'll get into it. Trav, I don't think Trav, are you in here? Travis Dean. I included him in the latest video. So if any of you have a talent or a skill or something you'd like promoted, let me know in the meantime, and I'll happily support it if it's something worth supporting. don't put your OnlyFans page on there. But if you've got a skill like Trav with his chainsaw carving, I will happily do a paid promotion for you for free, obviously, because we don't have sponsors. But what I mean is, you'll see what I mean when I do his video. It's not paid; it's free. But because I don't have a paid sponsor, I put that in its place. So if y'all have a skill or something you'd like to help me promote you guys, just because you're part of the community and you're all legends, let me know by email and I'll do it for you. Play, good to see you. Got the drink, got the smoke, mate, ready to go. Good to see you, Cliff. All right. Now, obviously, the Diddler. There's been a lot going on with the Diddler, right? We'll play this one more time. Everyone likes this song, by the way. Everyone asks me, what's that song at the end? The two questions I get asked the most are, what's that song at the end, and who's that dancing girl? By far, regardless of what my topic of the video is. All right, anyway, sorry, that was just indulging myself. Now, obviously, there's a lot going on with the Diddler. I mean, let's just get into it. I'll give it another 5 minutes before we play the video, just to let any other stragglers who may come in. And what are we at? We're at 34. Okay, that's a reason. Once we get to about 40, we'll play the video. Now, I did a lot of research. I actually did a video. Let's see if I can find it. All right, a moment. I did a video on my other channel. Everybody knows my past. Stop it. That's pretty sad. Dunning-Kruger dude. All right, that's me. That's my other channel, but I don't really use. I did do a video about the Diddler, if I'm not mistaken, a while ago. Yeah, so 5 months ago, I did a video about the Diddler, but this one's an updated version of that. I think it's a little bit. It's a different spin on it. But, I mean, it's been going on for a while now about the Diddler. It's nothing new about the Diddler. But I wanted to do a bit of a different spin. Now, obviously, part of what I'm doing is trying to get some, like, clickbaity stuff going on, right? Like, I want to get some clickbaity. That is my evil twin, yeah. That's Carl Pilkington, mate. That's a legend. That's this guy, actually. In the thumbnail is this guy right here. Bullshit, man. That is him, basically. But yeah, you tell him, Samantha. You tell him. Smack that love heart. Bang, 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 bang. Love hearts. I don't know if that counts or not, but anyway, I did a video about the Diddler way back when, but I thought I'd do a different one this time. Thus far, YouTube has flagged it for demonetization, which I'm currently appealing. I've tried to keep it as tame as possible, but ultimately, it's got some sensitive material, let's call it, in there. But it's we'll watch that now anyway. Well, like I said, once we get past the quarter hour mark, we'll chuck that on, and then we can discuss the Diddler, because it's a pretty complex issue. It's not political, which is good, so we can talk about it, because it doesn't matter if you're on the left or if you're on the right. Either way, it's warped. That's for sure. So yeah, we need to we'll get to that. I just hit the like button, don't forget. Thanks, Kat. Legend. By the way, while I'm here, I do just want to mention a couple of people that may not be in the stream, but I do just want to shout it out just so it's there for public record. So there's some names here that I've got written, which I think you guys can see. Yeah, you can. Joe Aquatic, Sugar Bear, Gail K. So Gail K was my very first Patreon supporter way back in over a year ago. Okay, on the base level, but still a supporter nonetheless. Gail's never written a message to me, I don't think, personally. I've never really heard from Gail, but has been a supporter since day one. So shout out to Gail. Not I said the guy has been a fervent supporter and commenter all the time. Max Matson, supporter for a long time, as well as being a t-shirt purchaser as well. Your shirt's on the way, Max. Sugar Bear Joe Aquatic, higher level supporters, been there for over a year. So I just want to send a little shout out to them. I'll tell you guys every week, obviously, that I love you and I appreciate your support. This is just a little sidetrack just to send a little bit of extra love to these guys on a side note. So thank you all very much. Gail is a ninja. Gale's like Steven Seagal, who used to come in, drop some coin, and leave. But Diddy has backed up and hidden video and information on some really big people that are protected by big boss men. He is CIA protected informant, has insurance, big trouble. Yeah, see, the insurance he has, though, will probably just get gobbled up by someone else. If he has any, like, hidden stuff anyway, he's not going to have any other... I don't think Diddy's got, like, a kill switch where if he dies, someone's going to release it to the media. I don't think that shit exists. Because whoever releases it will probably die themselves or get, annihilated. So... yeah, maybe. I don't know. Things happen, get released. I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think it will because everyone's too scared. People can get to you anywhere. Like, people can get to you. You can be killed anywhere. Doesn't matter where you are. Who is going to risk? Nothing's really anonymous anymore. There's a digital footprint or trail for everything. So I don't think you can just release something and no one knows who it is. They'll find out who you are and annihilate you if it's incriminating to the wrong people. That's my opinion anyway. Diddy hasn't been eating because he's scared of getting poisoned. Well, why do you think that is? Because he knows. He knows what happened to Epstein. Anyway, that's just my opinion. I mean, I'm like, what the hell would I know? Yeah, exactly. Look at Epstein. He didn't last very long. But anyway, much love to those people. Back to the Diddler. All right, so we'll get into the first video of the Diddler now. I've got the uncensored. We'll watch the uncensored version as we always do. Now, please keep in mind that obviously the reason I made this video is for a couple of reasons. One, someone asked me to do Hollywood Clowns again, and I thought it only fitting that we go with something that's topical. Two, I mean, it's very topical right now, so I'm hoping to get some clicks on this, which is why I went for a bit of a different spin. Now, the views held in this video don't necessarily represent my personal views, but, it's for a bit of a laugh, so we'll see how we go.
For some reason, there's a lot of hate for Sean Crumbs as of late.
I also gave him a few nicknames along the way, like Sean Crumbs.
And personally, I think that Poofy Diddler is 100% innocent and completely misunderstood. Some people look at the Diddler and think he's an evil, manipulative, diddler. But everything in life is about perspective.
I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
By the way, can we all agree that all the footage that we see now, in hindsight, hits completely differently than when it was back then? Sean Crumbs, Lewis, Sean Crumbs. Can we all agree that it just hits differently now when looking back on the guy in hindsight? It's all very different. Have you seen the movie Face Off? That's not Diddy. I have seen Face Off, yeah.
For example, the freak-offs. Everyone is focusing on the alleged negative aspects of these parties, such as the alleged blackmailing, manipulating, imprisoning, and kidnapping of many, let's call them ladies of the night.
Something referred to as freak-offs, which were elaborate and produced sex performances that Combs arranged, directed, masturbated during, and often electronically recorded.
I'm sorry, Pops, you okay? Now this is what the music industry is all about. I can do anything.
So again, I'm just trying to kind of blend in a bit of humor, obviously, with the, with what topical of what's going on. I don't want to do the same shit that everyone's doing, but I have to. Obviously, there's only a certain amount of clips and things you can talk about. But I'm going for a different opinion, a different angle. I'm saying Diddy, it's all about perspective.
Sure, we can nitpick facts and truths to tell whatever story we want.
During freak-offs, Combs distributed a variety of controlled substances to victims, in part to keep the victims obedient and compliant.
All the champagne was spiked, son. Like, all the champagne was spiked. Everybody was passed the fuck out. You alright?
No, I'm not alright, Mike. 3 days of this shit got my nerves all rattled.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I ain't know what the fuck was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against ass cheeks.
My ass still hurts.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed that little edit bit, right? And I'm hoping that people did too. I'm gonna go mix a drink, so I'll be back. I'm gonna play it again, but I'm hoping people enjoyed that little edit bit because I really enjoyed making it. I'm not gonna lie.
All the champagne was spiked, son. Like, all the champagne was spiked. Everybody was passed the fuck out. You alright?
No, I'm not alright, Mike. 3 days of this shit got my nerves all rattled.
Everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up.
I ain't know what the fuck was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against ass cheeks.
My ass still hurts.
But is anybody mentioning the compassion and thoughtfulness in his actions? The thousands of bottles of baby oil so nobody gets cockburn or dry gash rash.
Investigators seized more than 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lubricant from his home.
And what about the IV drips brought into rehydrate?
Hold on, what am I getting hate for? Sensei, you're getting a lot of hate messages. What am I getting hate for? Fish sticks in my mouth? Is that what it is? I don't get it. Am I getting fish sticks in my mouth? I don't feel hate. I feel like I'm getting love.
Everyone after a night of sweaty, dehydrating wrestling in the bedroom.
After freak-offs, Combs and the victims typically
By the way, the fact that they're called freak-offs, right, is just remarkable in its own sense. I mean, I thought they were called F-off, F-U-C-K offs. That would have been a better name, like a fuck off. But what's a fish stick? What's a fish stick? Do I look like a fish? Do I look like a gay fish? I'm a heterosexual genius. I'm a heterosexual genius.
received IV fluids to recover from the physical exertion and drug use.
He might beat you in a hotel room.
Did he physically and emotionally abuse her?
He might force you to fornicate with gigolos and street workers.
Even made her have sex with prostitutes. Lil Rod also accused Diddy of sexual assault and echoed Cassie's allegation that Diddy forced him to have sex with a prostitute.
Alright, so I don't get what the joy is, right, of making another dude have sex with a prostitute and watching. Like, it must be a power thing, because, I mean, I get getting his missus or his girlfriend to have sex with another woman, to some degree, that makes sense. But, I don't know, getting another dude to bang a prostitute and watch it, was it a guy, a male prostitute, a female prostitute, I don't know, but very strange, and somewhat unnecessary. Diddy's the final boss. Diddy is the final boss. On like Bizarro World. He's the yeah. Yeah, he is. He's a psycho. I'm sure he did record lots of stuff. I'm sure what's his name? Andrew Tater Tot did the same kind of shit as well. With his little troop of young women that are getting him in trouble now.
He's the man who's there to protect you from yourself.
If you don't have what they need, they're going to leave. Right. Got to keep them there. Right. You need locks on the doors.
Okay, this is sounding kind of dangerous now.
So what do you reckon J-Lo copped? I mean, he must have some footage of J-Lo getting some freaky shit going on with J-Lo. Do you reckon he took a shit on J-Lo's face? Do you reckon J-Lo took a shit on Diddy's face? I'm pretty sure someone shit on someone. That's all I'm saying. Someone took a shit on someone. Trav, I'm glad you're here, mate. You'll get to see what I'm talking about in a few minutes. We mentioned you earlier. Someone's shitting on someone, though, for sure. That's all I'm saying. Maybe Amber Heard. She's probably too young back then, but...
It's a little kinky, but broccoli, but just check it out. You need a lot of heat. Yeah.
Heat? You mean that physically the place has to be hot?
You don't have no air conditioning.
No air conditioning?
No.
Why is that?
Heat affects the alcohol, and it also affects, everybody gets a little bit more comfortable and loose. Builds up a nice little sweat.
Compassion and care, if you ask me. He even went so far as to keep the ladies safe from the clutches of Steven Seagal. And apparently Marlon Wayans.
What's going on at these Hollywood parties?
Good call, Scotty. Good call, Scotty. Good call.
I've been to plenty of Diddy parties. I left Hollywood.
Bullshit, motherfucker!
And I'm like, when I hear about it, when did that happen? Yes, what time did it just go down? Because I was there till 3:30. You mean 3:32? So they're waiting for me to leave? Like, all right, good. That Wayans nigga's gone. Yeah.
All right, so we'll end that poll right now. We're going to start a new poll. Let's get to the real shit. Jenny from the cock, yeah. Exactly. I'm sorry, but if we're gonna go by like yeah, he definitely has videos of heaps of people. But if we're gonna go by like Cat Williams' theory, yeah, Marlon Wayans he's already been in a dress, I guess. Him and his brother have been in a dress already. So the only thing left next is to fucking take it from the man himself. Abu, good to see you, man. Love from nice. We're international here. We've made multi-continents. We're in Africa. We're in Europe. We've got Australia, North America, Asia. We're everywhere. I missed anywhere? Any important continents? South America? We've got some Brazilians somewhere, I'm sure. Humongous. Good to see you, my friend. Yeah, so this guy's definitely lying. I'll tell you how we know he's lying. First of all, right here.
What's going on at
He says, I left early. He's not even looking the guy in the eye.
these Hollywood parties? I left early. I've been to plenty Diddy parties. I left early.
Bullshit, motherfucker.
I'm like, when I hear about it, when did that happen? Yes, what time did this go down? Because I was there till 3:30. You mean 3:32? So they waited for me to leave? Like, all right, good. That Wayans nigga's gone.
Sure you did, mate. Sure you did. Now, not all celebrities loved him. If you ask me, Cat Williams is a CIA PSYOP agent sent here to confuse everyone and spread lies about puffy cheeks.
Cat the Fantastic. I'm wondering if Cat the Fantastic is just Cat Williams in disguise, hanging out in the Cigalism group. Could be could just throwing it out there. You never know anymore.
Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
You deserve it, Daddy.
By the way, I just like the way he says, you gotta tell him no. You gotta tell him no.
And that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
You deserve it, Daddy. Putting in that work. I'm proud of you. I love you.
I mean, Meek Mill's got the man of a face who's been plowed by the guy speaking to him right now. I'm sorry. He's got the look of a man who's he's had his ring christened by the diddler Diddy.
Daddy, putting in that work. I'm proud of you. I love you.
I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping. When you scrambling and scraping.
I wasn't out to catch.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
There were so many celebrities that did love him, and his white parties, freak parties, and pee-pee and poo-poo parties. Entertainment giants. Leo loved him, and he loved Leo.
Who's the person that's number one on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
I fucking love you too.
Both love being around extremely young humans, but in a different way.
I mean, in fairness to Leo, I don't know if he's diddled any boys. I mean, Leo probably got diddled around back in the Gilbert Grape days. And there was a Boy's Life with Robert De Niro as well. Is that what it's called? A Boy's Life? I think, unfortunately, Leo probably copped some treatment, but at least he kind of bounced back and just, he took it out on 19, 20, 21-year-old women, at least, as far as we know. So, I'll give him that. He's consistent and legal.
Puff Daddy was also a big fan of Jay-Z.
Plus,
Rick Ross.
Keep in mind.
Basketball Diaries, that's what I was thinking of. Thanks, Noam.
And the harder you come, the harder he's coming back. Yeah.
What's next? What's next? I gotta get it.
Oh! All I've seen so far is a bloke that loves to love people and take care of them. Why all the hate?
Where you going? Get out from me! I am tired.
Now let's take a break from diddy diddling and peeing on kids to thank today's sponsor, Nobody. So instead I'm going to promote a community member's awesome talent and suggest you contact him if you'd like some awesome chainsaw carved creations. No chisel and hammer nonsense, chainsaw only. This is a man who respects wood and extremely talented. If you like what you see and you'd like your own personalized carving, check the link in the description for contact details.
I respect wood. I revere wood. I'm considerate of wood.
You know what, Trav? When I think I saw Trav before. I think he's here. When I when I was making that and I saw you and your chainsaw, I thought about Larry David talking about respecting wood as soon as I saw you. So that's what I mean. So again, we don't have any sponsors at this point. So I'm happy to just promote you guys as community members because you're legends, and Trav's got a little business going and a passion. So if anyone's got something like that going on or some kind of skill, let me know, and I'll we'll go from there. But there you go, Trav. Hopefully the P Diddy video takes off, Trav, and you get a bit of love and maybe some customers out of it, some clients, I should say. So yeah.
Respect wood. I revere wood. I'm considerate of wood.
I'll also take this moment to show you the awesome range of Bullshitter merch that will not only make you look like the biggest badass in town, but also helps support the Cigalian movement and makes you a better person. Now back to the diddler.
Now this is what the music industry is all about.
How many other grown men do you know that are willing to spend time with 15-year-old kids for 48 hours alone with no parental supervision, just out of the goodness of his heart? Do you like teenage girls?
When you say teenage, how are we talking?
Got it made. Take me to your special place. Close your eyes, show me your face. I'm gonna piss on it.
Okay. So, I mean, it gets a bit raw here, and it is. I mean, again, obviously the topic itself is sad, and I get to that later on. But any excuse that I can to bring any wink, any excuse I can to bring Dave Chappelle or bring light to R. Kelly peeing on people. You reckon, Pork? You reckon people are going to be confused? I don't get the sarcasm behind it. Well, it is what it is. I'll get hate views if nothing else. It is what it is. But I just wanted to play R. Kelly and Dave Chappelle. But people forget that R. Kelly was, diddling kids a long time ago as well and peeing on them.
He may or may not have peed on people like R. Kelly, but Justin Bieber was lucky enough to get entangled with P. Kitty Fiddler in his youth.
Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but
Again, the thing about this, right, in hindsight, all of these videos hit so differently when you look back now. At the time, you just think it's some dude guiding someone, saying what he's saying, but looking, even this one was, I'm a savage. Whatever I want, I have to get. Whatever I want, I have to get. I can do whatever I want. Like, that kind of stuff, in hindsight now, is part of his narcissism, his power trip. Pork, it gets worse. It gets a lot worse, Pork. Wait till you see the next video after this one.
It's definitely a 15-year-old's dream.
Justin right here looks confused. He doesn't look super scared here. He looks confused. He looks like a young kid who doesn't know what he's getting involved in. But wait.
I have been given...
Sorry. Also, cheers, my friends.
Custody of him. He signed to Usher. I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
Going crazy.
Once you party with the diddler, you stay with the diddler beebs.
Okay, now this footage coming up. Watch the body language of Diddy and watch the body language of Bieber. Complete intimidation and fear on, obviously, each person respectively.
You don't get to escape, buddy. Diddy parties for life.
I'm good. How are you? Young brother, everything's good. Selling out arenas and everything. Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out. Well, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so. Right, okay. Whatever. Yeah. My number. Yeah. It's 5.
Before Pooh Pusher Puff was taken.
See, back in that video there, he was definitely intimidating him. And even Justin's body language rocking back and forth. I mean, did he stand there with his arms crossed, intimidating a kid? A kid who's, 16 there? I mean, just disgraceful, honestly.
Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. But you never really got my number, so.
Right, okay.
My number?
Yeah.
My number.
Yeah.
It's 55.
Before Poo Pusher Puff was tasting beeps for breakfast, he was already crunchy nuts deep in Usher as they would wake up doing cuddles and then play fighting over the cereal box. Aww, how cute.
That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, pause. Like just, back in the
They used to wake up together, by the way. That's what that insinuates. They used to wake up together.
days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the frosted flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the frosted flakes.
I mean, Usher looks like basically Usher saying, "Shut up, man, bro. What are you doing? I feel like you're in my ass again. Like, get out of my ass. We did this 15 years ago. You're in my ass in a different way now."
Because he used to always get it early.
Yo, what the fuck did Puff just say? Nobody's putting conscience for me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the frosted flakes, and we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was fucking stupid.
Usher had the pleasure of being part of the Puffy flavor camps in his early teens and realizes how blessed he was to experience all that freaky shit.
Sending you over to something.
Yeah, so this guy is 13 years old. By the way, again, not to just keep it simple, but by the way, 13 years old, sent to Puffy Flavor Camp. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah, that's what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really. I mean, but hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
seeing?
went there to see the lifestyle,
Right.
and I saw it, and it was. But I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say it.
Okay.
I didn't say it.
Some woman coming along is the least of his problems. Some fucking big hulking man with a giant schlong coming at him is a bigger problem.
Admittedly, it wasn't enough for Usher to with someone else other than P. Diddy, but at least he protected his kids from any potential Puffy penetration.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy Camp?
Hell no.
See?
The dick-forward diddler was definitely dabbling in disgusting debaucherous degeneracy. And he loves to look at men's asses also.
I like when you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping.
But I'm sorry, but if you look at this scene here, it's an awkward moment between him and Robert De Niro, where Robert De Niro turns to shake his ass and P. Diddy goes to put his hand on his ass.
Disgusting debaucherous degeneracy.
And he's still looking at it in a weird way.
And he loves to look at men's asses also.
Still weird. And then after this, actually, the cast of SNL had a weird look on their face, like they couldn't believe it either. I'm just saying.
When you like this, Daddy. Daddy, I like when you scrambling
And he's checking out Mace's ass here for sure. He's literally looking at Mace's ass.
and scraping. Scrambling and scraping. Oh! Whatever it was I had to get!
Well, my friends,
I have that 50 Cent video.
what was your favorite P. Diddy freak moment that you've come across in your seedy internet travels? Was it something I didn't have here? All joking aside, this entire situation is horrible and I feel for the victims. Diddler did some horrible kiddie fiddling and adult diddling, and I hope the truth eventually comes out. Allegedly. If you enjoyed this unique twist on Puffy Pant Prober, think about liking this video and subscribing to Cigalism. If you decide not to, it tells me everything I need to know about your intelligence and your character. Seek some help. Until next time, my friends, say no to strangers offering freak parties. Remember, you can never have too many bottles of baby oil, but above all, stay awesome. Peace, legends.
Now, a couple of things. Where are we? I do have that 50 Cent video that someone was talking about. Who was it that said about the 50 Cent video going shopping with him? I can't remember who it was, but I've got that video here.
He says things, he doesn't even know what he's saying. It's like fruity. He says something fabulous, and he goes, no, but me and you, we ain't party. Like, we need to party. What you talking about? And when people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable. Like, when you see Jadakiss put his head down, like, while we stuck here right now, and the cameras is rolling, everybody see, don't make like it's just me, man. Let me do some like, a little fluffy stuff. Now you guys, like he said something to me one time, a long time ago. He told me to take me shopping. I looked at him like, what you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You're gonna make me mess up the wedding. Let me get out of know. That's still what a guy says to a girl.
I asked 50 about that, and he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes. What? I'm a nice guy. I don't have no beef with Fif. He loves me. Y'all can't see that he loves me. You really, hold on, you really think that's hate? You know he loves me. I don't think he likes me. You know he loves me. I don't think he says things.
Dude lives in a delusional world for sure. Like 100% in a delusional world. I'm sorry. He does. Yeah, 50 can buy it. Exactly, Samantha. 50 can buy his own goddamn clothes. Okay, I do want to play one more thing, right? On that note of Justin Bieber. Tell me now when listening to these. I'm going to go for a quick toilet break, but you can still hear me. Tell me now when listening to these lyrics, it doesn't hit home, and you don't feel for this kid. He did a lot of stupid stuff, but tell me you don't feel for him. Just listen to this.
Everybody knows my house is always made of glass, and maybe that's the price you pay for the money and earnings. Everybody's so basic, and I feel like I'm they criticize the things that I did as an idiot kid. Oh, if you maybe there'll be no one's listening, and that's just so lonely. I'm so
All right, now I'm not gonna lie. I used to rag on this kid for being like doing stupid shit. But I mean, how can you blame him? He hardly had a normal upbringing. A lot of advantages, but at what cost? I mean, at what cost, honestly? But yeah, I just thought I'd play that just for the sake of it. Dipshit can't sing. I was more about the lyrics. It was a bit sad, man. The kid got passed around. I mean, a lot of them have, but the video. I've heard about that, Joker. Apparently, coming out of a car park or something. I mean, the kid's destroyed. The kids are destroyed, man. He's been destroyed. Would I let Diddy hit me for a couple of million? Good question, Fade. Is he using lube or is he going in raw? That's the question. Lube or raw? Is he buying me dinner first? And are we going to some kind of penthouse suite, or is he just doing me in a limo? Is it going to be rough? Is it going to be passionate, or is it going to be rough? I mean, these are all questions I need answers to. I can't just go ahead and just say yes. You've got to give me a bit more detailed, Fred. But it's not. I wouldn't say. I won't rule it out. Let's go with that. Everything's got a price, including my anus. And you know what? I'll tell you what. If the diddler's going to do it, you know, why not? He hasn't seen my asshole. It is not. I am not a gay person's dream. I got all sorts of shit going on. I got bowel problems. So, yeah. Good luck to Diddler. Good luck to all the Diddler if he wants to go there. I'm just saying. Just saying. If he wants to give that a crack, good luck to him. But anyway, yeah, it's a sad thing. Actually, we'll do a poll. Thing will happen to Poofy Diddler. Jail, mysterious death. Assassinated. I'm just throwing it out there at a possible outcome. Actually, on that topic, by the way, I'll see if I can find it. Uno momento, por favors. Okay, now, there is a right-wing show called the PBD Podcast, okay? It's run by a gentleman called Patrick Bet-David. Some of you may know it, some of you may not. They cover all sorts of topics. That's not the right video. They cover all sorts of topics. Where did I put it? Maybe that's it there. Yeah. Okay, so they cover all sorts of topics, very right-leaning, Trump fans, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I don't care about any of that. He's talking about Justin Bieber. Now, this guy here on the left, right, his name is Adam Sosnick. I believe it's something to do with insurance. He's part of, that's PBD, he's the head honcho. This guy is just an ex-army veteran, so, props to him for that. But he basically just follows whatever this guy says here, Pat, in the middle, and the second from the left. He's the top dog. They all follow him, basically. This guy is the one that everyone hates in the comments. This is his take on Justin Bieber. I thought this was probably the worst take I've ever heard from someone. Yeah, people helping Patrick. Yeah, exactly. He's definitely a grifter, 100%. Pat wants to be president of the United States. He definitely would love for that law to change, where if you're not born a citizen or you're not a citizen, whatever, born, you can't be there. So yeah, I'm not saying I'm a fan. I'm talking about this guy here on the far left. Listen to his take about the Justin Bieber situation. Probably the worst take I've ever heard.
Bieber. What role did his parents have in this? It's not like Justin Bieber was 5 or 8 or 10 or 12. You're 15 years old. You know what's up at 15. You're actually able to drive a car at that point. You're 3 years away from being able to serve in the army. So I am not condoning anything whatsoever for anyone under 18. Actually, I think 30 states in this.
You're not condoning anything under 18, but you're basically having a go at him for being 3 years away from voting. There's a big difference between being 15, 18, 20. I mean, where do you draw the line? I mean,
country, you can be 16 years old before that you actually have sex with someone who was over 18. So an adult. But the point is this, it's like the Michael Jackson situation back in the day. You're dropping off 6-year-old kids, 10-year-old kids at Michael Jackson's house. At what point do the parents are like, what are we doing here? So what's the price that you're willing to pay for success? Justin Bieber, arguably one of the best musical artists in the last 10 years. By the way, do you know how old Justin Bieber is now today? 30 years old. He got famous 15 years ago when he was, probably before that.
Yeah, because he was a kid. Dude, you're a kid. You don't know anything. You're a kid.
If you're meeting Diddy, you're probably famous at that point. He's been famous for a decade and a half. At what point do the parents have to say, hey, look, we love our kid. We want the best for him. He really wants to go for this music thing. He's up here in Canada. We're going to bring him to Miami, to LA, and we're going to give him a shot. Now, what happens behind closed doors, that's, Justin Bieber and Diddy knows. But let's not get it twisted. The kid's not 5 years old. He's not 10 years old. You're 15 years old. You're at Diddy's house. Do I believe Justin? Do I believe that song Lonely? Ridiculous song. Ridiculous. But at the same time, I mean, you kind of got to be able to make decisions.
Are you saying at 15? Adam, I'm so confused.
Again, I'll go with this guy. I got to go with Vinny here. This guy's name's Vinny. I mean, he's literally blaming a 15-year-old kid, for being intimidated, probably manipulated, assaulted, like physically intimidated, emotionally intimidated, and he's blaming it on the kid.
Are you saying at 15 he should have responsibility to not let a man molest him and potentially rape him?
Well, A, yes.
What do you
But B, the parents, where are they here? Why aren't the parents
the divorced parents? Adam,
divorced or not?
I get what you're saying, but hear me out. Your son has.
What's the price you're willing to pay for success?
But here's my thing.
There's a chance that if Justin Bieber,
That's it right there.
It's almost like he's saying that he knows that the parents willingly knew what was going to happen and let it happen, and Justin Bieber was willing to. He's 15. He knew it was going to happen as well. It's just the worst take ever, honestly.
If Justin Bieber doesn't go to Diddy's house and go to Diddy's flavor camp, there's a chance 15 years later we never even hear of Justin Bieber. So now he's worth hundreds of millions of dollars. He's one of the biggest music stars in the world. And we don't even know what happened in Diddy's place.
Usher discovered, hold on a second, Justin Bieber in Canada would sit there, play the guitar, and sing in the middle of the street like those street performers, and Usher found him. And then Usher, it's almost like a grooming circle, Usher brings him
Allegedly.
I said it's almost like a grooming session where he brings him back to the guy that allegedly groomed him. And Adam,
look at him. Look, he's literally like his whole facial expression says bullshit. Bieber knew what he was getting into. Bieber deliberately did it to pay the price. I mean, say what you will about Bieber. He's a talented singer, man. The kid can play instruments. He's talented. Not my style of music, but he's talented. You can't argue that. He can sing better than 99% of people can in the world. Let's be real. And he just wanted to sing. And he was going along with people that he trusted, right, to forward his career. And I don't think he thought that part of that was going to be passed around, him being passed around and treated like,
I get where you're coming, where the parents are probably like, oh my God, he's getting invited with a friend to go to Diddy's to learn all this stuff. At the end of the day,
exactly.
You can't, as a 15, you expect a 15-year-old to take responsibility for something.
There's a massive difference. I'll say one last thing, and this is just society. There's a massive difference between a 15-year-old boy and a 15-year-old girl. If you're a 15-year-old boy and you're that kid that somehow has sex with your math teacher, what are all the kids in class saying? Bro, that was awesome. It's amazing.
Yeah, but that's because it's a female math teacher, and there's usually no physical aggression or intimidation involved. It's usually sexual, sensual, erotic. I'm not saying it's all right, but there's a level of seduction involved, right? And biological attraction. When a dude is making you do things you don't want to do, which I'm guessing Bieber didn't, that's a whole different ballgame. You see the mental gymnastics in this guy's brain?
If you're the coolest kid in school, you do it as a girl, oh, that guy's getting arrested, it's ridiculous. There is a double standard here. We've seen, whether it's Jenny McCarthy, whether it's the Kardashians, literally molesting Justin Bieber.
You say, who is this guy? I'll show you what. This podcast, I'll tell you what. You want to know who this guy is? This podcast, though, has probably a few million followers, right? PBD Podcast. Let's have a quick look. It has 2.1 million followers, right? His show itself, his channel, Valuetainment, has 6 million followers. What's that Sosnick dickhead's channel called? The other guy's channel has 266,000 followers. He has his own podcast where he gets women on and talks about, kind of like Fresh and Fit and all those other kind of idiots, the red pill kind of crap. But yeah, they get people hear this stuff.
Nobody even says.
Luckily, though, everyone hates him from what I read in the comments. So yeah,
anything. Nobody says anything. Imagine doing that to a young Selena Gomez at 15 or a young Miley Cyrus. You'd be in jail. So there's a double standard here for young boys, and maybe Diddy took advantage of it. I don't know.
Tom, what are you thinking?
He does that. We're gonna stop it there. He does that paper shuffling thing. He does that paper shuffling thing that people do when they realize they're wrong. And yeah. Look, so I got a general gist of PBD, right? PBD had a multi-level marketing scheme. The salesman made nothing. He made a lot. They had to buy in, I believe, to get into the business, like $200 to get in as a rep. So basically, he makes his money like Costco does, just signing up, but he gives you nothing but an opportunity to make money. And CoffeeZilla did a video about him actually a while ago. Most of the salesmen make less money than a McDonald's worker does. So yeah, it's an interesting setup. And now he's got big events that he's targeting businessmen, entrepreneurs. He's got something called Minect, where basically he charges you like $1,500 for 5 or 15 minutes to listen to him give you an answer to a question. In either audio form, audio message form, or whatever it is. It's interesting. It's quite hilarious. The shit that people do. Steven Seagal, the forgotten interview. What's the forgotten interview?
American.
Impeccable. Ou on dirait en américain.
Thank you very much.
French interview. I'll add this to my save later list. And then we'll get to that later. Anyway, we got sidetracked there by idiots. But yeah, I feel for the Biebs, man. The Diddy situation, it's a rough one. I'm not going to lie. It's a rough one. But, you know, hopefully the truth comes out at some point. Some more news. The Cody Shody, Wormbo. What the hell is that? You know what? Okay, interesting. Sorry, I'm just catching up with the chat. You're right, Glowing. Our chat here is more intellectual than that show. A lot of these podcasts, honestly, I don't know how they get followers. It's amazing. I guess someone has to fight the good fight, as they call it. But anyway, that's my plan for that video. I'm trying to kind of cash in on the clickbaitiness, but have a bit of fun with it still. I hope we'll see what happens. Any clicks or views are good views for the channel. Hopefully, people watch that out of hate, and then they go and watch something else that's not so hateful. But yeah, when the chat is a smart one, you know you got problems. Well, you know, the world's a crazy place right now. Idiocracy, exactly, Kat. Exactly, idiocracy. All right. Anyway, I thought we'd get into some videos in the meantime. I do have to mix myself another drink though. I'm powering through it too quickly. But before we get into my random videos that I have here on display, and then the random, because we're coming up to the second hour as always, which comes very quickly. So I thought what I'd do is I'll mix a quick drink, and then we'll get into the videos that I've saved for a bit of fun. Get the drink first. I'll get the drink, mate. What I'll play in the meantime. Let's see what we got in the lost the live stream channel. What have I got in live stream? Well, I mean, there's only one thing to go with while I mix my drink. I'll let you guys enjoy this. Francisco, welcome aboard, my friend. Well, it's funny you mentioned that, Fade. I do like studying humans. I find it interesting. I like to spend a lot of time just watching people, studying their behavior. I find it a bit of fun. All right, I'm going to play this while I go and mix a drink, get myself a drink of water, and then we'll come back and we'll get into the second hour of Segalian Sunday. It's all right.
It's all right. Ain't nobody standing in my way. Tomorrow gonna be a nice day. Feeling so good today. Good today. There's a river and I have to cross the side. I'm on big. I'm on break.
So good today.
So good today.
Ain't nothing standing in the way. Tomorrow.
So good today. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Miser's not a girl. Miser's definitely not a girl. 100% not a girl. Anyway, that's the greatest Seagal clip ever. All right, what did I go on? Miser's not a girl, no. That's so yummy. What's yummy? Oh, shit. One sec. I forgot to get my water. I'm also... I'll let you guys in on a little secret. Actually, I'm going to have a quick look. See what's going on here. Okay, we're good to go. I won't reveal it on camera, but I will admit that tonight I've gone with dressing up on the top half But the bottom half, I'm just rocking out in my jocks, so I'm not going to lie. You know, Pork sending out the Discord links. I like it. Keeping it real, son. You go, bruv. The band's Big Daddy was doing. Nicely done, Fred. I like it. The Aussie way, I say. That's it. All right, so we're going to get into some random videos now in the second hour. The second hour is generally just a bit of chat. We'll get into some random videos. We'll talk some random shit. We'll go in some directions that I feel like watching, and we'll have a bit of fun. Again, cheers to you all as we jump into hour 2. These are just random videos that I send myself to remind myself to download them and stuff. Broadcast. Nog Boggs, good to see you, mate. This guy here, I mean, I don't know, again, I haven't verified this shit. I mean, the comment section usually tells you. But, I mean, people fall for a lot of shit nowadays and people put content just for fun. The amount of AI fake shit is on. But this guy sounds like a bit of a legend. This sounds legit. Check this bloke out.
In 2015, this CEO told all his employees that he was going to be raising everyone's salary to $70,000 per year. Dan Price was able to do this because he lowered his own salary from $1.1 million to $70,000 also. When he first announced this, a few so-called experts called Dan a socialist lunatic and an enemy to capitalism, saying his business would go bankrupt soon. Fast forward to the present day, Dan's company not only doubled their workforce, they have tripled their overall sales, but that's just success on the money side. Dan's employees are now able to buy their own homes in this crazy economy. Many of them have had kids since the salary increase because they can actually afford to do so. His employees are fiercely loyal to Dan and his company because they're getting paid really well. During COVID, when company sales slowed, employees voluntarily took a 60% pay cut to keep the company afloat, and it worked. And when business returned to pre-COVID numbers, Dan even repaid that pay cut back to his employees, which led to his people all chipping in and buying him a new Tesla to show their appreciation. In 2015.
Now, it's legit, and that's some real shit. That tells you what humanity is capable of. Now, unfortunately, I'm not naive, and I realize that for the most part, humans are pieces of shit who will do what they need to do for themselves at the expense of another human being. But every now and again, you get a glimpse of what humanity is capable of with people like this who come together in a community, support each other, help each other. You got a boss who looks after his staff, runs under the mentality of look after your people and they'll look after you. He's probably lucky enough to have good people on board as well because a lot of people don't give a shit. So there's a lot of factors that fall into play here, but legendary shit nonetheless, right? You got to appreciate that. Legendary shit nonetheless. So it's good to see that people exist, and the fact that this guy from 1.1 million cut his salary to 70,000. How many other CEOs or bosses would be willing to do that? Fuck all for the most part. I mean, I'd like to think that I would do that. It's easy to say because I don't have 1.1 million coming in a year, but I'd like to think that I might not give up all of it to 70,000, but I'd like to think I'd give up some of it to keep some good people. But who knows? But yeah, I mean, you just don't know. But good bloke. I mean, I can't hate on that guy for that. I'd like to have him as a boss, a good man. Yeah, look, there are good people out there, Pork. There are good people out there. But inherently, I think humans are bad. If there weren't laws stopping people from robbing and pillaging and taking other people's property, a lot of people would do that. And I think you'd find the majority of people would do that. I don't think most people have a built-in moral compass that stops them from doing what they need to get ahead. You like to think that, but I think that's a societal construct. You know, I think for the most part, again, I'm not being pessimistic, but I'm being a realist. Most people would do what they need to do and would take from someone else to get ahead if there was no law or repercussions from them doing that. But yeah, there are still good people out there though. That's the important thing. So we shouldn't give up because, yeah. Again, I always say this channel's for a bit of fun. There's enough people out there fighting the good fight and doing all that, whatever the hell, to try and keep the powers that be at bay. But you do need those people to do that. You need everyone has to do their part in some way. And even if it's inspiring people to, you know, kind of think differently or help out their community, that all helps the world somehow. We can't all just sit down and give up and hate the world. So even if it is fucked, if we're being honest, I miss the 90s, the giant like shoulder pad suits and pants tucked into shirts, and you know, the good old days. But yeah, we are tribal. I mean, look at sport. Sport's a good example of tribalism. One Jerry Seinfeld had a joke about this. You know, you can get a guy who plays for one team and then he goes to a different team, even though he's the exact same person. People then hate him because he's wearing a different shirt. Basically, he's wearing a different shirt, and people loathe him now because he's wearing a different shirt. Even though it's the exact same guy, he just plays for a different team. So we're tribal with everything. Discord is blowing up. I love it. That's good, Pork. I can hear it beeping in the background, mate, actually. I'm not going to lie. It's going bloop, 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 bloop. I can hear it beeping in the background. I don't know what's going on, but I can hear it beeping. Yeah, that's good, mate. Enjoy yourself there. By the way, I did this today as well. I was a little bit bored earlier, so I did this. This was Segala's Robocop. I might fix up the eyes a bit, but that's my and I put the goatee on. That's the original lips of Robocop, but I thought I'd give Segala a bit of a cyborg twist to it. But yeah, it's a bit of fun. But I don't think he's here. But there's a Segalian called the Rabbit, who's been a long time supporter, and he bought me cookies that he's going to send me in Thailand, because I think it was last week I said that there's not really the greatest cookies in Thailand unless you go out of your way to get it. And he's going to send me cookies. He's waiting. He keeps asking me for my address, which I'm not going to post publicly in a message. So just email me, mate. Email me. You can find it on my contact details on the About page for my page for the channel. But yeah, legendary stuff. Robocop. Most people are shit. Yeah, well, you know, the world is what it is. The world is what it is. This, I don't know what this is, but I found this, right?
Speedball may be the most intense sport in the world. This rally ended in a superhuman moment.
Okay, I mean, I got a lot of questions about this. How many times can the ball spin around?
This rally
They're not getting it first time every go, are they?
ended in a superhuman moment.
What's going on here? This is cookies and speedball. But I mean, I wouldn't mind a ball of speed, but that's going back. I mean, that's going back to my good old days. Yeah, I mean, I might contact Jason Brandt and see if he wants to do a collab. I haven't got any love from Space Ice, but Jason Brandt might be more within, maybe more within my realm, maybe not. Who knows? Do you have the spice Old Bay in Thailand? I have no idea what Old Bay is, Pork. Just message me on Discord. I have no idea what the hell Old Bay is. You're right, Kev. You're right. But I was just thinking of what characters I could make into Seagal's face with Seagal's sunglasses and goatee. But that's a very good point. You are correct. Poor man's Coke. Yeah, well, back in the day, glowing. That was the thing. Back in the day. Back in the good old days. I haven't seen too many of Jason's videos, but I know he's all right. Yeah, Old Bay is a seasoning, and you were missing the fuck out. Old Bay, I don't know, man. Maybe I've eaten it before with a Thai. It's got a Thai name, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I may have eaten it. I just don't know. I've just never heard of that phrase. Whizzer. Yeah, you're right, Fred. Whizzer back in the day. Pope, look into that guy, Ali Cocker. Did some video about prostitutes in Thailand. People called him out on it. Anyway, one was a 16-year-old girl and he wants to sue her even though she defended it. What? I'll look it up, Plague, but I didn't hear about that. It's a brand of seasoning salt. Okay. Cougar Bay. Old Bay is a place where you can find all the gilfs and grand deals. Yeah, that sounds about right, Bill. That's what I thought. That's what I thought it may have been. What did I do there? What's F3 mean? Anyway, speedball. Somehow we got from speedball into talking about prostitutes in Thailand and some sort of spice, but I like it. I like the madness. So I don't know who Fifth Harmony is. I'm assuming there's some kind of group, right? Fifth Harmony group. From which country are these birds from? Camila Cabello. American. All right. So this is an interesting video about these chicks. It's actually quite funny. Just watch and enjoy. So she's putting a jewel in the side. Putting a jewel in the side there of the. She's hammering a tire. She's hammering a tire. As you do. She's pouring water. She's pouring water on top of. I just find it hilarious. So I had to put that in there. Short but sweet. I've been fucking with Sewer King lately. Who the fuck's Sewer King? We'll get to all those in the last half an hour. Let me get through my shit. Let me get through my self-indulgent shit, okay? And then we'll get to all of your self-indulgent shit. How's that for a deal? Is that an acceptable deal? Am I gonna? All right. We'll do my self-indulgent shit first, and then we'll do all of your self-indulgent shit. Thumbs up. Democracy at work. What does Jason Brandt's watch party involve? I've never seen it, Frade. I've seen some of his videos, but I've never. It's just him and his. All I've ever seen is him and his mate sitting next to each other on their couches watching the videos. But dress up all sexy and put a wig on. Well, I mean, I try and dress up all sexy all the time, and the wig is normally just a pair of my underwear on my head. For being honest, but that's just me. Backstreet Ladyboys. Backstreet. That's a good name for a Thai band, Miser. Backstreet Ladyboys. The one who put them together was Demi Lovato before the cocaine. Who's Demi Lovato? I always get her confused. Is she the one that thinks she was an alien and kind of like changed her gender for a while, but then came back to being what she say she was? I don't know what she was originally, but I don't know what she did. She was weird. She called herself an alien or some shit, or fluid, species fluid or something. I don't know. Lady boys. It's funny you mentioned that because a friend of mine, who I know, he was telling me that he hooked up with a young lady the other day, but then he told me that it was a lady boy, and he knew it was, but he still did it. But he also, they do. He's British, so they do that kind of stuff. And he told me that obviously the let's call it the hallway where he put his hot dog in the hallway, or the bun. The bun isn't lubricated or doesn't have mayonnaise or sauce like a normal bun does, so it feels foreign. But he's also done this before with ladyboys that still have their appendages attached. So like I said, the British are savage people. For any of you Poms out there, you're all savages. There's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just a good old fashioned bloke on Sheila kind of guy. You know what I mean? I'm old school. You can all do what you want. You can scissor each other. You can do meat and sausage on meat and sausage. I got no problem with any of that. I'm just old school. That's all I'm saying. But the Brits, they like to get down and dirty. That's all I'm saying. I didn't want to know that. Not all of us. Yeah, well, I'm glad to hear that, Cliff. We are savages. Yeah, dry docking. Something like that. Something like that. Hey, again, I got nothing to say. I got no ill will to anyone and their preferences, man. Do what you want. Do the freaky shit you want. It's all up to you. But never tried docking. What the fuck's docking? I'm old school, but I'm pretty simple. What the fuck is docking? It sounds like, is that when you put your iPod on the docking station to charge it? Is that what goes on? Is docking like doxing? Is it like dicking? Do not ask what is okay. I guess I don't want to ask. So I definitely shouldn't search docking. All right. I'm not doing it. Is that like searching for fucking 2 girls, 1 cup, but worse? Not happening then. Check Urban down. Sprinkle some Old Bay on that hole and go to town. Oh yeah, I'm not interested. It's fucking without stroking. Okay. Look, man, I don't know what all you kids are up to nowadays. I'm into some freaky shit involving collars and a lot of people crawling around and all sorts of different orifices and involving food, George Costanza style, and maybe some TV. But I mean, I don't know what y'all the fuck are talking about. You're all into some weird ass shit. I thought I was freaky, but you're into some strange shit nowadays. Let's just keep it simple with the old school, just safe words and belting people and spanking hard and stuff. Yeah, there's no need for whatever the fuck docking is, bringing in iPod docking stations. That's all I'm saying. Strange. Anyway, this is Dawn. I don't know Dawn, but I feel for Dawn. I feel for Dawn.
Oh shit! Wow, I had some wobbly wobbles there. Looks like Don might have crashed. I'm not positive.
This guy's the best. Again, I don't know if this is fake, but just his reaction looks like Dawn might have crashed. I'm not positive.
Wobbly wobbles there.
Outsicker, mate. I'm not in Australia, brother. I'm in Thailand. Yeah, so some of you guys must be new. I'm not in Australia. I'm Australian, but I'm living in Thailand at the moment. The cigarettes here come to $2 US or $3 Australian per packet of 20. So it's not that expensive, my man. In Australia, it's about $45 a packet. So yeah. Poor Dawn. Anyway, poor Dawn. She fell. He's a Thai Aussie. Well, I'm getting there. Yeah, $40, mate. They're horrible. Man, a pack of Winfield Blue 25s probably set you back, what, $45? $50 nowadays? All you Australians move to Asian countries. Well, I'll tell you what, Danielle Clark Zach. The option is I can stay in Australia and have to work another job and then have YouTube as a side gig where I don't get to live the way I want, or I can come to Thailand, experience a different kind of culture, see how different lifestyles are lived, get up, go to the gym, go to the pool, go to the sauna, and you know what? I may not be a rich man, but I'm a happy man, and I'm living my way. So what can I say? And I thank you all for that, because you'll help with that, with your views and your comments and your support, like Frayed Edges, helping me buy my G-strings to be down by the pool. Thank you, Frayed. And my Patreon supporters, thank you very much. I hope these stupid videos and these streams bring a little bit of value in some small way. And those that contribute with their time and their views, and those that give a little bit extra with their money, I appreciate that. And I love Australia. It's a lovely country. But I enjoy Thailand at the moment. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, that's just me. And again, if anyone's ever... Joker's coming over soon, hopefully. But if anyone's coming over, you're all welcome to come, and I'll show you around, depending on what you're into. If it's the ladies, if it's the weed, if it's the nightlife, if it's the landmarks, I can help you out. You're not staying with me, get your own place. But other than that, I'll be happy to meet up with a fellow Cigalian, an OG Cigalian, as long as you're not a lunatic. Yeah, we could do it. Yeah, nah, good idea, Glowing. Look, my plan was to quit smoking, right? Because I get the herbal remedy for very cheap. I just bought 100 grams for, well, basically $100 US. I bought 100 grams of green stuff for $100 US. Pretty decent stuff too. So the plan was to just smoke more weed, less cigarettes. But when I'm drinking alcohol, which is only once a week with you guys, maybe twice a week, I smoke a lot of cigarettes, unfortunately, which is shit. But I try and combat that by going to the gym once or twice a day, hitting the sauna and hitting the pool. But yeah, cigarettes are shit, kids. Don't do cigarettes. But again, when I'm drinking, it's a kind of a partner with drinking, a bad habit, but a fun partner to the alcohol. But don't do either, kids. I used your life as an example once. I argued about why on earth would you live in Dubai. I said if you're rich, just move to a place like Thailand. You can make the money. Yeah, look, Plague. If you were like loaded, like Dubai money loaded, like supercar loaded, I mean, you could live anywhere and you'd live well. But if you had a few million going on, or even $1 million US, you'd live very well in Thailand for a long time. If you were to rent a place, I wouldn't recommend buying. But if you just rent a place, look, you could live here for $1,500 a month US and live reasonably well. 2,000 you're living very well. 1,000 you can get by, but you're not living super well. So it all varies. But pork, yeah, mate, 100% safe. I feel safer in Thailand than I do in Australia, mate. What are you talking about? I feel safer walking down the streets in Thailand at night in the city than I would in Australia, in Melbourne. And I'm pretty sure anyone else in Melbourne would know that. HGH. Yeah. People are deluded the world is going to heck, and I'm glad you give us a lull as the Titanic goes down. Yeah, thanks, Kent. Thanks, Kind. AJ Hoff, appreciate it. Weed was cheap in Nepal, so was Hush. Yeah. Well, that's another thing, Outsiger. The cops in Thailand, right? Okay, the cops. So here's the thing. In Thailand, the police won't bother you for stupid shit, but they will bother you as a tourist and a foreigner to try and get some money out of you. And I'll give you an example. And again, it's not all of them, but it's just part of the deal where if you're an idiot riding around with no helmet on, you're going to get pulled over. They're not going to bother a Thai person if you're an idiot riding around with no helmet on as a foreigner. They're going to pick on you, and so they should. So I wear a helmet everywhere I go because I'm not a tourist. I live here, so I respect the rules. I've got myself a Thai motorbike license, so if I get pulled over, I've got their license, so they can't bust my balls for that. And the other day, I was riding without a shirt on because I had a bit of a rash. I genuinely had a rash. I don't normally ride without a shirt on. One, because I'm too fat, and two, because I don't like being that guy. Again, I live here. I'm not a tourist. So I had my shirt off, and I got pulled over, and he told me that it's illegal to ride without a shirt on, to be without a shirt on. Look it up online. And I thought to myself, well, I see Thai people doing it, and I don't normally do it. Well, anyway, it was all right in the end, but yeah, under boob rash, exactly, mate. But side boob, my side boob. But yeah, I got pulled over, and I gave him my license, and then he told me about the shirt thing, and I told him I had a rash, and he kind of believed me. He was all right with me, but I follow the rules. When you're in a foreign country, follow the rules. Don't be a dick. Yeah, just don't be a dick when you're in a foreign country. That's the name of the game. I didn't get a fine. I got let off. I always wear my helmet, and I have a license, and I don't drink and ride just because it's not worth the risk, and I don't want to hurt anyone. I'm using my Western mentality. Not that most people care, but yeah. So I try and follow the rules and be respectful when you're in another country. It's not my home country, so I don't get smart to coppers and I don't get smart to people. I try and be respectful. I try and keep that motto for the most part. But anyway, it is what it is. Fuck, time just flies, man. Now, tell me we'll watch this and tell me if you guys think this is real. I'm going to go for a quick piss in the meantime. Tell me if you guys think this is real. We'll talk about it when I get back. Bam.
You seen Black Boy Island?
Yeah, Aquaman. Do you want?
Those guys are the worst. Is that a blankie? What happens under the blanket stays under the blanket. I'm not gonna touch you. You turn the lights off.
Oh, they didn't even see on. Oh
no!
That's not possible.
You be a burrito. You want to be a burrito?
Like, that was weird. I think I'm gonna go to Taco Bell with my friends in a minute.
Where are they? Hey! My name's Clarence.
It's like a weekly.
So just go. Where are my shoes?
Your shoes are right next to you.
Okay. Go away. You have to stop my integrity.
I felt bad, honestly. I don't know.
You seen a Bad Boy Island?
Yeah, whatever.
All right. Do we think that guy was real or not? Do we think that guy was real? You must stand up to the cops. 6'2", huge. I'm not 6'2", mate. I'm 6 foot. I'm 6 foot, and at the moment I weigh about 115, I think. So what's that in pounds? 250. But I'm carrying too much. I should be at 220. I've got to lose a good 13, 14 pounds, kilos. Sorry. I got to lose a good 15 kilos. Stage 4 video. Yeah, it sounds about right. What did I just watch? Some weird ass dude. Okay, watch again. All right. Apparently she invited some dude from Tinder to her house for a date. Apparently, I don't know.
You seen a Bad Boy Island?
But how does he not see the guy filming him?
Yeah, whatever. You're.
Those guys are the worst. Was that a blankie? What happens under the blanket stays under the blanket. I'm not gonna touch you. They turn the lights off.
Oh, they didn't even see on.
Oh no!
That's not possible.
You be a burrito. You want to be a burrito?
Like, that was.
I don't know if this guy's high as fuck or if he's just a weirdo.
I think I'm gonna go
Or it could be fake, like Cliff said.
to Taco Bell with my friends. In a minute.
Where are they? Hey! My name's Clarence.
It's like a weekly.
Shut just go. Where are my shirts?
Your shoes are right next to you.
Okay. Go away. You have to stop my integrity.
I felt bad.
Who invites people from Tinder to their house and then dresses in short shorts and a top like that? Exactly. I've got to agree with you. It's fake. It's got to be fake. Yeah, I agree with you, all of you guys. Okay, so this was a true story. This shit is a true story, and I love this kid. I don't know who this kid is, but I love her already.
This cop was following this 8-year-old girl that was driving this car by herself to Target. She stole $400 from her parents, drove 25 minutes, stopping at store.
Well, Danielle Clark Zach. It's funny you mentioned that. So I'll tell you guys a little story. I lived in Vietnam between the years of 2014 and 2018. I lived there for about 4 years. And during my little expedition there, I went on Tinder. And on Tinder, I met this young lady. Now, those of you who remember Jennifer Love Hewitt, do you all remember Jennifer Love Hewitt? That gorgeous actress from I Know What You Did Last Summer and whatever the fuck else she was in. This person that I met on Tinder always had that pose that Jennifer Love Hewitt did, where she looked over her shoulder and looked like that. Now, when I went to visit this young lady at her apartment, she invited me over on the very first time I was speaking to her. That should have been my first red flag. This was in Vietnam, mind you. And she invited me over literally the first day we started speaking. I went over there. I parked my motorbike. I went upstairs. So basically I was in Jason Bourne mode from fucking Jason Bourne movies, what's called, the Bourne Identity. I walked in, I saw her, and I'll say transitioning her, so a lady boy, slight, but you can still tell from the hands and the feet. I also saw on the couch there was 2 more transgender individuals, let's call it, one of which was probably my proportions. Back then, I was about 95 kilos back then, so I was quite slim and in shape, but this lady boy was jacked. And another one. So I assessed the situation like Jason Bourne, and I thought I got to get the shit out of there right now. And I thought there's too many cocks in this room besides mine. There's at least 4 cocks, and there's 3 cocks too many. So I said that I have to go. I left my keys in my motorbike, so I went downstairs. And I'm leaving because, you know, again, each to their own. People can do what they want, but it's not for me. The only appendage with sausage and meatballs that needs to be in the room is mine. That's all I'm saying. Mine. I'm not a threesome with another dude kind of guy. I'm a threesome with 2 gals kind of guy. I'm old school like that, you know. Judge me if you will, but I'm a traditionalist. Anyway, I go downstairs and I say, hey, you didn't tell me that you were a transitioned individual. To which case they said, you didn't ask me. Then this individual proceeded to send me videos of it performing oral pleasure to another gentleman, and then also performing certain lewd acts where there were appendages flying around from multiple people. I'm saying like on the back from a dude with like flopping on his chest. Anyway, I'm just throwing it out there. So long story short, I don't know why we got into that, but yeah, there's a lot of deception going. There's a lot of deception going on. That's rude. What is rude? Which part of that is rude? Sounds like a normal day in Los Angeles. That's rude. That is rude. You've met Fong Kok. Yeah, the Great Escape. I left. What do you mean it's rude? What do you think you're gonna do? Stand there and get plowed by three dudes? Not happening. Not my style. Each to their own. But smell a 5-minute timeout. Okay. The tranny dude and everything you did. Okay, fair enough. They're talking to me. Sorry. Yeah, not just the pics, Danielle. Videos. Like videos. The point of the videos, by the way, I misunderstood. I understood. Sorry, I was wrong. I get you, Outseeker, I get you. The point of the videos, by the way, was to entice me to come back and show me the skills of this individual so I would come running back. It was a trippy experience. But again, that was a beautiful advert for Vietnam. Yeah, you're not wrong, Glowing. Look, Vietnam's a lovely country too. I'm not going to besmirch either country. I had a great time there. I had a bad experience in Vietnam because I had a bad experience with my best friend who we're no longer friends, unfortunately, after about 20 years. Dave, if you're out there, hope you're doing well, mate. But unfortunately, Vietnam ended in a sour note. Why didn't you jack them off since you're already in their house? Hey, Outseeker, if I went in their house, mate, I may not have escaped. I may have been like some kind of Pulp Fiction kind of ball gag in the mouth, bent over, and then bam, who knows? You guys never see me again. The video stopped, and you start seeing GIMP videos on me on P-Hub, getting plowed from behind by a bunch of, let's not go there. Exactly. Z style. Thanks, Outsinger. Also, they have a smooth guy. Yeah, pretty much, Bill. That's about how it went. Good to see you, Jake. You're an intellectual, mate. Good to see you. Story time just got hot. It's Dave now, Davina. I got out of there. I got the hell out of there. Anyway, sorry, we got sidetracked. This young lady here, there's dead baby. This young lady here is a bit of a legend.
This cop was following this 8-year-old girl that was driving this car by herself to Target. She stole $400 from her parents,
I don't know how she stole $400 from her parents, but she stole $400 from her parents.
Drove 25 minutes, stopping at Starbucks, and then making it to the Target parking lot. The cop said she was perfectly fine and sipping a cappuccino, but she did admit to him that she hit a mailbox along the way. This cop was
legendary kid, absolutely legendary kid. That's all I gotta say. The kid's a gem. I mean, I wouldn't wish my niece to do that, but the kid's a gem. Gimp's a great you know what, Samantha? You talk a tough game on here, but I assume that behind closed doors, Scotty's throwing some left-right hooks because you're disparaging Scotty in the group. I hope you're showing love behind closed. I imagine you do. I know you're a good girl, Samantha. This is just for a bit of fun. I know Scotty knows that you love him. Samantha's as you can see, by the way, for the rest of the chat, how many have we all got how many have we got going on here at the moment? One moment. 49. Samantha's got a spanner and a wrench next to her name, as does Pork, because Samantha is a fervent supporter of Segalism. She picks up on my mistakes. She's married to Scotty. I assume you're married to Scotty. She's married to Scotty. She's got a couple of kids, I think. I don't think we've ever discussed your kids because we don't get into personal lives, but if Samantha wants to share, she can. But She's got her own life. She's busy with the kids, busy with Scotty, and busy with relatives visiting unnecessarily, unwanted. Am I right, Samantha? But she always has time to pick up on my mistakes when I post the wrong things. So, I love Samantha. We'd be struggling without her. Scotty's done all right. I don't know what she looks like, but it's irrelevant because she makes up for it with just being 100% of a gem. So if you happen to be a bit of a hottie, Samantha, then Scotty, mate, you're in business. Chuck us a spanner, bro. Chuck us a spanner. I like that. Is this spanner? Fred, you're a legend, mate. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Fred, everyone give Fred a thumbs up and a love heart for his support tonight. You're a champion, mate. He always comes in giving me donations to help me buy. He says thongs, which Americans, well, we call G-strings in Australia, but thongs for y'all Americans out there. But he's a legend, so give him some love. Paid Spanner attempts. Fuck, he's going hard, Fred, mate. What's going on, mate? You don't want one. Now you gotta give him some more love. Look at the bloke. He's just coming in hard. Thong. Yeah, that's it. Hey, I'm gonna have to come this week. I'm in boxer shorts, Fred. Next week, mate, I'm gonna have to come in some kind of full frilly kind of red lace G-string for you, mate. If you join up on Discord, I'll send you a message. I'll send you a personal. I'll send you a person. It's like a personalized OnlyFans, Fred. I'll send you some personal images, mate. Some personal sexy images. You know, I don't know if you want that. He's sending, mate. You're too good. You're too good, mate. Look, he's on a spree. He's on a spree. Everyone, show him some love. Personalized G-banger. That's right, Outseeker. He's earned it, mate. He's dropping dimes. He's coming in. Everyone, give him some love. He's keeping the Segalian movement going. All right. Now, this video here, pukes. That sounds amazing. Yeah. Well, Kind AG, it's funny you say that because I do get a lot of comments from people saying that I look like Seagal, and obviously I'll lean into that. Do it slowly for me, slower. This is for you, Fred. How's this? Joker's coming in with some Joker, bro. You're a good man. He comes in just dropping some love, even though he can't see. Are you a good brother? You can hear the love though. You can't see the love hearts you're getting. You get everyone sending him some love. I'll send you some love too. You can't see some love hearts, but everyone's loving you. Pork Fang and Joker, thank you very much. Especially Joker with he's coming in with one eye. He's doing his fucking pirate. He's doing his pirate. What's Johnny Depp's character's name? Fucking, I don't watch any of those. Pirates of the Caribbean guy. Jack Sparrow. He's doing his Jack Sparrow, but he's still supporting the channel even with only one eye. He's still, like I said, Joker and I keep in touch off on WhatsApp, and he's going through a rough patch. And like I said, I hope he gets to see my messages, and I'm always sending him well wishes and letting him know that we're thinking of him. But yeah, it's coming in with the one eye. But thank you, Fred. Thank you, Joker. Legends. That temple's coming. We'll get to that temple one day. Once we get to 100,000, I got to be honest. Look, so if we're going off track, we're going off track again at the moment. Sorry, it happens. So in the year, funnily enough, in the year 2023, I had 31,000 subs. Right. So last year I had 31,000 subs. This year, I've actually had way less subs. I've had almost a third less. I've had 11,000 subs this year. I had 31 last year. So I had a better year last year in my first year. Now I think to myself, is that because I was playing it safer this year? Is it because I was, I don't know. What am I doing differently this year that gave me a third of the viewers that I had last year? Am I doing something differently? Like, who knows? Like, I don't know. That's what I think to myself. I was hoping to be at like a minimum of 50,000 this year, which probably won't even happen, to be honest with you. I mean, these are just random metrics, right? They don't necessarily mean anything in the grand scheme of things, but you want to see some sort of improvements with metrics and numbers and quantifiable data, obviously, to some extent. I did ease off Seagal Viz because I don't want to just be off purely Seagal, but yeah. Well, the positive goal was to be at 100 by the end of the year, which was a little bit delusional, a bit of fancy thinking. Worst case was 50, to be honest with you, and I'm pretty sure I'll struggle to make it to 50. I don't think I will. Also, Zig, at one point I was actually banned for about a month. I lost 90% of my viewers, and I was losing members every day. So I had a rough patch for various reasons that YouTube denies, but I can't say anything about that. But not with attitude. But look, I enjoy the videos that I'm making now more because I'm kind of broadening my horizons. It's not going to be for everyone. And again, not every video is going to do as well as others, but look, I'm enjoying myself, and that's what it's all about. Losing a member. Look, it's painful. Losing a core member or a diehard supporter is painful. Someone telling you that they don't like your videos or they're bored of you now, that doesn't really hurt, Glowing, because everyone's interests change. Yeah. Even me, I used to watch a lot of videos and channels that I don't watch anymore now. That's not because their quality's probably dropped. Just my interest may have changed, especially if it wasn't a personal connection. To some degree, the point is to try and have a personal connection with people, which is why I do these live streams, because I enjoy hanging out with you. Like I said, core group of about 40, 50 people, yeah? The rest of the people kind of drift in and out, and they watch your content based on what piques their interest. They're not really vested in your channel or the community themselves, which is the difference between, like I said, the core group like you guys and the 100-odd names I could probably rattle off of subscribers that I've been from the very start. There's a difference between them and just people that come in, find a topic that might be interesting or a video of people getting beat up, and they watch you and they subscribe, and they might not watch ever again. So, look, I can't be unhappy. If you think about it, YouTube, and Humongous, you'll know this. You've probably seen this or heard this along your travels as a YouTube content creator yourself. I'm pretty sure that YouTube is much like the restaurant industry, where 98% of channels or 95% of channels don't really make it to the partnership program stage, or they don't last past 12 months. So I'm lucky in the sense that I've actually got there. So I can't be upset. I'm living in Thailand, enjoying myself at 41 years old, making videos for people that, like I said, I get comments from people saying it brings them joy or it changes their life or they're going through a tough patch, whatever it is. It's good. I can't complain. Yeah, you're right, Bill. Certain videos get more views than others. The Seagal videos, believe it or not, get the least views. My Seagal videos get the least views out of all of them, even though that's what the whole channel is based on. The videos that have got the most views, I'll show you guys now. Well, in fairness, Seagal, Bullshido, Seagal. Well, again, it's a very Seagal-heavy channel. But considering there's more Seagal videos than Bushido, I've got a lot of Bushido in the top few videos. But, yeah. Anyway, we'll see how we go. I have 3 or 4 main channels. So people know you're the long-lost Minogue sister. I'm the long-lost Minogue sister. I identify as the brother. Thank you, Miza. A dick joke. What? Did I miss a dick joke? Oh, losing a member. I get you. Sorry, Glowing. I went over my head, mate. It went over my head. Yeah, it went over my head. So how many of you guys in the channel? Okay. How many of you are content creators? I didn't know you were creating content as well, Glowy. Atia, good to see you. Is it Atia or Atia? Atia or Atia? Which one is it? How's 1 or 2? Atia or Atia? 2, 1 or 2. But good to see you. Atia is also a long-time supporter. Female Segalian also. I think she normally sits in the background, but or pops in every now and again. But been a long-time supporter. No, what are we doing? What are we up to? It's got people give up, just can't afford it. I'm seriously thinking of starting a real channel. I'm a good-looking dude and I'm funny as fuck. I got a big D and fuck for hours. Well, Frade, if that's your attitude, mate, come over here. All right, bring some cash with you, and let's start a live streaming webcam channel, mate. That's a whole different. Email me. That's a whole different channel, mate. Whole different channel, mate. If you think you got the goods, email me. We'll get something going. We're getting the herbal, medicinal, natural things going. Okay, so far we've got 29 people have voted, 30 people, 75%, 25% of there's about 7.5%. So 7.5 people are content creators. Interesting. Oregon road trip, nice. Only create content in the room. That's nice. Thank you, Joker. Thank you, Paul. PhD, PPH degrees, natural members. Well, I mean, that's actually interesting. Another point right there. This is actually an interesting question. So, this is you guys again are the core little group here. So I ask you guys. I run a channel, but I'm not telling it's a secret. You know what, Dunny? I could pay someone to find it. I'm sure we could pay someone to find out who it is, like some internet nerd who'll be able to track you down through like your name and then your history and shit. Don't make us do it. The internet does this shit. I like blasphemy. I like it. Who is the half a content creator? 7.5. I don't know. Some half a wanker glowing. Some half a wanker. If Bushido works best as a keyword, I will consider a new name. Well, if you notice, I name a lot of my videos fake martial arts masters, and Bushido's in the thumbnail. So I try and cover the bases there. So I think we're good. I'm going to get the finishes there. SoundCloud. Mate, every bloke in chat thinks themselves a content creator just to figure out how to clear their dirty search history. Yeah. It's not about... Here's the thing, okay? I enjoy making stupid videos, all right? YouTube makes it difficult to make stupid videos because you have to follow their rules, which is why Patreon... It's not a huge difference, but there is kind of a difference between the videos that are on Patreon and that aren't here. OBS, you could probably vouch a little bit for that. I don't know if you ever bother watching the YouTube or Joker. I don't know if you ever bother watching the YouTube or the Patreon videos, but there is a bit of a difference. You're at the behest of YouTube and their rules. Having a bigger following gives you more power. Gives you bigger Patreon supporters usually, but that usually is more for channels that. I mean, Space Ice has got a lot of Patreon supporters. That dude's making like bank just from Patreon alone. He probably makes more from Patreon than he does on YouTube, to be honest with you. And even recently, again, I recommended someone watch his channel because I'm a nice guy like that. That's the kind of things I do. But yeah, the goal would be to make an income that's reasonable and respectable, not just getting by, and still enjoy what I'm doing and not having to compromise what I'm doing. That would be the goal. Eventually, I'd like to be able to branch out into other stuff and not alienate the core group of people. Because, again, let's be real. I've seen channels that start off as Minecraft channels that end up doing political street talks. So things evolve. But I don't want to give up the core principle of just having fun based around Seagal. but I do want it to go other places because we're going to have to expand if we're going to, keep this going. But the core of it also should be, just having a bit of a fun, and just, shits and giggles. Space Ice is hooked up with a lot of the big film critic. Really? He's big league now. Wow, okay. Well, there you go. Well, that's what happens when you get up to like a half a million viewers. Oh, fuck, I dropped my joint. There we go. Anyway. Move to LA. Pork Fang's in New York. Sick of podcasts. Fairy stories about the police. Nah, no carpet, mate. Floorboards or vinyl wrap. Anyway, so we've almost finished hour 2, and we haven't even watched the rest of the videos yet. Popo and a fofo. All right, this video is fucking hilarious. Just watch this shit. So this guy reacts. I don't know why, but I agree with the comment. It makes me laugh. He's yelling. The dude in the yellow is yelling at the other guy for what he did, but it was just instinct. Just the dude hitting it. Just the dude hitting the barbecue. I don't know. It's funny. Come on, Mazza, you need to laugh, mate. If that makes you depressed, and you got some bigger issues we need to deal with, brother. Let's bring it out. Let's do it. Let's have a group session. I don't know if it was stage. I think he was just a dickhead. He just did some stupid shit. Enter the Dojo is a comedy web series set in a martial arts dojo. Is that like Master Ken kind of stuff? Is it Master Ken? Okay, it is Master Ken. There you go. Well, I've heard of Master Ken. I've seen some of his videos. Mazza does need more drugs and cookies. And possibly women, multiple women. Okay, so this is interesting for 2 reasons, right? One, I want the technology itself is interesting, right? It's fascinating technology back in the olden days. Can I make the video bigger? I'll try. Not really. Not without.
Lemonade. Just
fuck off. Not without.
Friends,
no, I can't. That's about as big as I can do it. I mean, I could probably. If I do it, I'll have to get rid of my face. Who asked me for that? Pork. If I make the video bigger, then I have to get rid of my glorious face, and I don't know if we can do that. That's just unacceptable. Unless. Okay. All right, let's try this. How about that? Boom. We'll see if that works. We'll see if this is better. Size doesn't matter. I can do that and see if this is better. Where are we? Is that better or not? Still too sexy.
It's the world's first TV. Now you can watch it from any angle.
Anyway, the point of this video is, first of all, watch the footage that's on the film. I think it's pretty much a corn film, starting with P. Corn. Secondly, the AI. Who does the AI scripts? Is it written by a retarded child or a 3-year-old monkey? Who's doing this? Or fucking Simple Jack?
Friends, this is the world's first TV. Now you can watch it from any angle. It will not look like V because there was not so much technology at that time. So this time key movies were recorded in photos, not video. Then Round saved those thousands of photos in some way I used to be saved. After that, rotate these photos by hand in some way. Used to watch in video form. Subscribe if you want to know something new. Friends.
I don't even know what the hell the guy's talking about. So I had fucking Thai captions going on then. It's I don't even know what it makes no sense.
This is the world's first TV. Now you can watch it from any angle. It will not look like V because there was not so much technology at that time. So this time key movies were recorded in...
Don't worry, Joker. It's just a old school porno in the jungle. Porno in the jungle, sorry. And bad AI. You're not missing anything visually. Really poor AI.
Photos, not video. Then Round saved those thousands of photos in some way I used to be saved. After that, rotate these photos by hand in some way. Used to watch in video form. Subscribe if you want to know something new.
Like, what does that even mean? What used to watch? God damn it! And this video, by the way, he's got 78,000 likes. Whoever this person is, with this goddamn, it's just it's stupid channels. I have no idea what this is and why I have it here, but we'll watch it.
Stephen Hawking handicap. Think I really care? I'll run over his nutsack with an electric wheelchair. I used to watch The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Who's this guy with the tattoos? What's his deal? I know the black dude up here is just watching for a reaction, but who's this guy down here?
And I'm not here to judge if Will Smith is a queer, but there's a very complicated entanglement there. You brought your son to Diddy's house and left Jade in despair. Speaking of Diddy, he a known pervert with jungle fever. Please tell the world what you did to Justin Bieber.
Ooh,
I hope you
okay.
got a Bill Cosby cocktail. We seeking revenge for getting Biggie and Pac killed. You drinking baby's blood at Bohemian Grove. We know Aaliyah's plane crashed because Beyonce and Hope. Tom Hanks like I'm young. I'm praying it's just a stunt. Because if the allegation's true, we better run like Forrest Gump. That whore Stormy Daniels trying to sabotage Trump. My president's a felon. Rikers Island about to jump.
This guy like a cross between like Macklemore, Post Malone, and Eminem. Who's this guy? I don't know who this guy is. Is he like a singer or is he just some dude on the internet? I don't know how this came across my path or why it's even on here, but Vanilla Ice. Yeah, it sounds like Vanilla Ice. See you, Kat. Good to see you. Thank you again. Hopefully your shirt will be out to you soon. Rocking it, rocking it, rocking it. Much love, sister. All right, now we're down to the last few things we're going to watch, which are Eminem's retarded cousin. Yeah, it sounds a bit like that. This is an idiot broad. We're gonna watch a little bit of this, and I hope that you all enjoy it. This is my man Carly Pilko. For those of you that don't know who he is, he's just a very simple Englishman. This is taking an Englishman, by the way, from Manchester, who Ricky Gervais calls a bald mank twat, from Manchester, and taking him to India. We're randomly going off track here. In the meantime, while we're watching this, if there's anything you want to discuss or watch, throw it in the chat. Exactly, he's just a bloke. Just a bloke. Thank you, Glowing. I love him. The guy's a legend. I haven't been to India before, but I like the Indian episode because it's a real shock to the system. Is he loved in England? Is he really loved, or is he kind of mocked? Because I know in Manchester he's probably a national treasure, but how is he in the rest of the world? Well, Bill, you're not wrong. Because if you're meaning Americans first, Americans are horrible too. Because you say caramel, but caramel's got an A in it, mate. So it's caramel, not caramel. The British are horrible at it, and honestly, Australians aren't very good either. So you'd have to be a hybrid of an individual who just knows how to correctly navigate the English vernacular in a way to sound fancy words, but actually say fucking nothing useful. But yeah, there's a lot of aluminum, exactly, aluminum, caramel. There's a lot of shit. Sorry, Americans, I love you all, but you can't speak English for shit. Most of you can't really even speak English at all. But even those that can and have a brain in their fucking nut, you can't speak. Your words are wrong. Aluminium has two eyes. Aluminium. It's not aluminum. It's aluminium. All right? Aluminum is not a fucking element. Americans, Get your metrics right too. It's kilograms, meters, not pounds, not yards, and whatever else shit you use. It's goddamn fucking meters and kilograms and normal Celsius. All right, no one uses Fahrenheit. Who the fuck uses Fahrenheit? It's goddamn Celsius. That's all I'm saying. And I love you all because you make up 60% of my viewership. But fuck you and your goddamn fucking metric systems. All right, it's not happening. Let's raise on English speakers. We're all English speakers. I've watched that show before. We're all English speakers. But you all drive on the wrong side of the road. Okay? Aluminum. Aluminum is not a word. We're saving paper and ink. Have you seen a whale of a tail? My video of RFK cutting the head off a whale and running over a bear. I haven't, mate. We'll have a look at it. What am I looking for? Whale. Oh, shit. Hold on. One sec. Americans work for petrol. They call it gas. Gas or liquid. Yeah. Good point. Americans created English. What the fuck? Who said Americans created English? Americans work for... Who does it worse? Aluminum is metal. I don't mind the metric system, to be fair, though. Metric... You say hack. What's hack? But then don't pronounce H in horrible. H. What? What are you saying, Joker? I don't understand that. You don't pronounce... You say H. H. Well, it should be H. Technically, it's actually H, not H. It's H. The Anglo-Saxons created English wrong. Ah, yes, that liquid gas. This is great. We're starting a brawl in the comments between English, Europeans. We also call weed gas. The people who invented the internet use feet over meters. The people who the fuck invented the internet? Pounds. South Londoners like myself do drop our H's and T's sometimes, but that's not a general English thing. I speak American. See, you know what the funny thing is, Pork? Americans think, if I were to survey Americans, I imagine there'd be a lot of Americans that probably think American's a language. But then again, if I probably surveyed Australians, they probably think Australian's a language too, so to some degree. So who knows? What am I searching for? Humongous? I got sidetracked. Whale of a tail. All right. Whale of a tail. Humongous. 420. Where are we? How would I find it? Do I have to go to your channel? Pussy tickle devices. Well, Fred, you don't know how you don't know how expensive condoms are. Tickling devices are here, mate. The inflation hits Viet in Thailand as well, but I appreciate it, brother. Thank you. All right, then the comments came in thick and fast here. Okay, this can only be settled in Mortal Kombat. Miser, I like your attitude. Gas is short for gasoline. Smart guys, yeah, we get that. Joker's getting upset. See, Joker's an ex-army person, all right? So don't be attacking American in any kind of way because he'll fucking come after you. One eye or not, that Joker will still snipe you motherfuckers with one eye. You speak American. He will snipe you with one eye. He only needs one eye. He'll do some fucking Jack Reacher kind of shit. I speak American. Google claims the internet was invented in America, it seems. It is 100% true. It's the funniest part. Alright, what are we up? I like how my comment caused a civil war in chat. Yeah. I speak Ingamerlian. Have you seen Sewer King? I haven't seen Sewer King. We'll check that out in a second. The chat, too many comments. I'm overloading right now. There's a lot going on. West Ham, Chelsea, mate. West Ham. Okay, yeah. I'm forever blowing bubbles. I'm forever blowing bubbles. Pretty bubbles are in the air. They fly so high, they touch the sky. And just like my something and die. And just but I remember that from Green Street Hooligans. Is that West Ham? Maybe that's West. Is that West Ham or Aston Villa? I can't remember, but I think it's West Ham. Forever blowing bubbles. Am I right, Cliff, with the blowing bubbles or what? Just like my dreams. That's it. Just like my dreams. They float and they die or something. Yeah. But I do remember that. That's not bad for an Aussie, right? Just randomly doing shit. Alright, one sec. I'm going to find you right now. I'm going to go for a piss while we're playing this. Alright, I'm going to go for a pee. This is Humongous' channel. Now, I'm going to leave a disclaimer. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I'm not responsible for it. I'm going for a piss. Whatever happens hereafter is on Humongous 420 and Pork Fang and Samantha. I'll be back in approximately 3 minutes and 11 seconds.
Another bizarre story involving former presidential candidate RFK Jr., and this one involves a whale, and now an environmental group wants answers. A whale of a tale has Robert F. Kennedy Jr. in hot water with environmentalists again. Kennedy faces new backlash. The longtime conservationist allegedly sawed the head off a dead whale back in 1994 after it washed up on a Massachusetts beach. Kennedy reportedly cut off the whale's head and then bungee corded it to the roof of the family minivan before driving it across state lines to bring it back to his New York home so he could study the skull. RFK's daughter, Kit Kennedy, originally shared the fishy anecdote more than a decade ago, calling the stunt normal day-to-day stuff. But the story resurfaced in recent days.
I was taking a group of people falconing up in Goshen, New York, up in the Hudson Valley.
Just for the record, the reason why I had that disclaimer is because Humongous is a warped individual.
And I was supposed to meet them there at like maybe 8 or 9. I was driving up maybe, really early, like 7. And that woman in the van in front of me hit a bear and killed it, a young bear. So I pulled over and I picked up the bear and put him in the back of my van because I was going to skin the bear. And it was very good condition, and I was going to put the meat in my refrigerator. And you can do that in New York City. You can get a bear tag for a roadkill bear. And at the end of the dinner, it went late, and I realized I couldn't go home. I had to go to the airport. And the bear was in my car, and I didn't want to leave the bear in the car because that would have been bad. But I said, let's go put the bear in Central Park, and we'll make it look like he got hit by a bike. It'll be funny for people. So everybody thought that's a great idea. So we went and did that, and we thought it would be amusing for whoever found it or something.
I meant to do that.
The New Yorker somehow found out about it, and they're going to do a big article on me, and that's on the article. So they asked me, the fact checker, is that, it's going to be a bad story.
Cunt. Oh, sorry. You probably heard that one. My bad. My bad. We'll go back. We'll go back a bit.
The New Yorker somehow found out about it, and they're going to do a big article on me, and that's one of the articles. So they asked me, the fact checker, is that, it's going to be a bad story.
Yeah, what I was saying, sorry, also was I did that moron thing where I lit my joint on the filter end, not the actual weed end. I put it down, and I put it down the wrong way, and then I goddamn lit it the wrong end, which is like annoying as shit. But amateur move. I did indeed. Wanker move. I like it, Brett Perry. By the way, the Australian Grand Final was on yesterday. The sound went out again. Now put it back on again. Now we should be good. I'll put it back on the sound. Are we not good? Should be all right. What do you mean no sound? It says the sound is good. I think Pork's got a delay. Pork's got a bit of a delay going on. Miser, you can't say a lot of things on YouTube, mate. You can't say that. You can't say the S word where you take your own life. You can't say sexual allegations or abuse or that kind of stuff. There's a lot of things you can't say. Nice, mate. You're a bit of a chef, eh? Beautiful. Love to taste your meal sometime, mate. Again, like I said, come over and cook me some shit, Fred. Actually, you come over here, mate. I'll take you around. You've been chipping in every week for thongs. If you ever come over to Thailand, mate, I'll take you out for a couple of nights of a thank you and a good night over here, mate. So if you're ever in Thailand, Fred, pop in, mate. I'll say I'll take you out and we'll have a good night. Yeah, exactly right, Glowing. Unalive is the word. And I think you said something earlier, but I missed it. You'll about moderate. You'll get a spanner. Yeah, spanner. We'll give you a spanner, mate. I'll converse with other two spanners, but you've earned it. We'll get there. We'll get there in the next live stream. PDF files. All right. Anyway, where were we up to? We're watching Carl. Is there anything anyone wants to watch anyway? Because I was watching Carl. But if there's anything you guys want me to chuck on, let me know now, and we'll go from there. It's supposed to be better for the alignment of your bowels and everything. It's supposed to be better for you to squat, not sit on a toilet seat. That's what I've heard.
On the planet, only 20 million pilgrims expected. He knows they hate crowds. Just one hurdle to get there. It's an 8-hour overnight bus ride.
Look, in Thailand, much like again Vietnam, they use the old squirt gun to wash the ass. They're not really fans of toilet paper. Now I use the toilet paper, but I actually like to go straight from the lavatory straight to the shower. I'm a shit to shower kind of guy. I like the freedom. I like the feeling. If I'm being completely honest, full disclosure, Segalians, when I was in Vietnam, they used to have the shower and the toilet in one room. I would often poop while the shower was coming. It was a glorious experience. You haven't lived until you shat while you're having a shower at the same time, but in a toilet, not in the actual drain. That's all I'm saying. There's a toilet. You're in the toilet, and then the shower's kind of hitting you. So you get in the shower while you're shitting, yeah. So you're just getting washed. It's just a nice feeling of just what. It's just brilliant. It just helps with everything. I did Garrett. I haven't checked him yet, mate. But I'll bring him on to the next next live stream. I just haven't had a chance to look at him, bud. But I will. How are you anyway, mate? You doing good? Do you also clean your ass before taking a shit? No, not really. What do I need to clean it before taking a shit? I don't even clean it after taking a shit, Miser. What are you talking about? Stop being silly. Why would I clean it before if I don't clean it afterwards? Come on, mate. Get with the program. I mean, what? Sorry, what?
Nope.
By the way, I haven't been to India. I'm good, thanks, Garrett. I'm good, brother. I'm glad to hear you well, my man. Chin up as always, my man. Chin up. I haven't been to India, but I've heard a lot of... Well, really, it stinks, and it's hot, and it smells like shit. If anyone's been to India, please share your experience, but that's what I've generally heard. I pooped in a jail shower. Well, that's pretty good. The stream is showing that. Hey, Miser, do you want to do-dung-dung-shh? You want to play you a do-dung-dung-shh? Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka's close. Do you stand when you shit? Shalom, how are you, mate? Udon Tani. Yeah, exactly. True immune system test. Okay. It's okay. We'll watch this Sewer King guy. Paolo, we're going to watch Sewer King, right? Sorry. But if this Sewer King guy sucks... Alright. Just so you know, if Sewer King sucks, I want the comments, everyone in the comments to just abuse Paolo. That's how it works in Cigalas and Paolo. You're throwing yourself out there. You've recommended this shit. I've recommended Mr. In-Between. I've recommended Life and Times of Tim. Alright, but Paolo, we're throwing it out there now. This Sewer King guy, and if he's shit, it's all on you, mate. That's all I'm saying. What do you want me to watch, Paolo? You're gonna get selection of what do you want? Which one do you want? You give me primo choice, mate. Primo choice. All right, Joker, you going into bat as well? All right, Joker, you going into bat for Sewer King. If he sucks, it's on both of you. Which one? What do you got here? Which one do you want? Which one of the Nina Drama? Who the fuck's Nina Drama? Nina Drama. Is Nina Drama a person? Nina Drama crosses the line with Drickers. Okay. Oh, the UFC reporter. Okay.
Nina Drama is by far my biggest supporter, and not just by weight. Nina never misses a video of mine, and in fact, last week, she left a comment saying that if I stay consistent, I will be at 1 million YouTube subscribers in no time. Thank you, Fatso. Now you're wondering, what the
I like this guy already.
hell does that have to do with Dricus Duplessis, Sewer King? I'm glad you asked. You see, the fact that Nina Drama has never missed one of my videos means that she saw my video where I exposed Dricus as a gay. You have to understand, I was the first journalist to break that story. So now she's got it in her head that Dricus is gay. And in this interview, she tries to get it out of him, but in a sneaky way, by asking certain questions, hoping that he exposes himself. For example, look at this.
How do you want to stare down?
Seems like an innocent question, right? How do you want to stare down? Keep watching.
How do you want to stare down? Oh, look at all my stare downs. The big thing with the stare down is the guy has to know that right there and then you are willing to go.
To like get to do it.
Like if
To do it? He meant to fight. But she says, to do it? She's trying to expose him. Keep watching.
Does it ever feel like intimate?
Does it ever feel intimate? And then, look at the picture she pops up. Dricus and Izzy. Faces
Did she really put that up, though? Or did he put that up?
touching, mouths almost kissing. Nina is trying to get Dricus to slip up and expose himself as a gay. Now myself, I'm not a fan of this indirect approach at getting to the truth. If I had this interview opportunity, I would have just straight up asked him, Dricus, do you take it in the bungus? And if he wants to play dumb, I'll just beat it out of him. Are you gay? Bam! Oh God, you hit like a heavyweight. Answer the question, Dricus. Bam! Are you gay? Yes. Please stop hitting me. I'm gay. Can we do it, Sewer King? Oh, you're so hot. Not a chance, Gaylord. Bam! I'm the straightest man alive. It even says so on my YouTube bio. And that's when I pull out my rock hard, throbbing rod. Look at this, Dricus. This is what a straight man's penis looks like. It's so majestic. It looks like an eagle in flight.
What do you mean Dricus does Kitschy's coach though? What does that mean?
Can I suck it? Stop being gay, Dricus. Bam! Now reach out and touch it. Touch it, and you'll be cured of the gay. Do you promise? I would never lie to you, Dricus. Bam! Oh, I can't get my hand around it.
I want to make alien costumes and film tourists on back roads, make them think they really seen aliens. So you want to be like that guy who jumps out of bushes, right? What's that guy called? Like Bushman. but you want to be an alien just running around on backstreet. Okay, that's not a bad idea. But what happens if they like they shoot you or they hit you with a baseball bat over the head, Fred? What happens then? Thank you, by the way. But what? Thank you for your support. But what happens if an alien just clubs you over the head? Like someone clubs you over the head because they think you're an alien. What happens at that point? Greased up death though. Because it's a great prank, but someone might fuck you up, man. Like some Signs kind of shit. Someone might smash you over the fucking head. Who knows? Greased up. Who's gay? What? I mean, the dude kisses his head coach in the ring. Greased up deaf guy. Sorry, Octagon. You spoke with Drickus or you spoke with the guy with the yellow beanie, Joker? Who are you speaking to? You speaking to Drickus or are you speaking to Sewer King? Who are we talking about? I get someone to dress up. Yeah, you're better off using a patsy, Fred. Use a patsy, mate. Don't do it yourself. You pay some homeless crackhead. I was going to put the rectum gone. What the hell are we talking? I'm confused, man. There's a lot of shit going on. Someone's talking about DDP. Who the hell's Satchel from Steel Panther? Tried to bang his girlfriend and told me. Whose girlfriend? I'm confused as fuck, man. Maybe I'm too drunk and high for this shit. But none of y'all are making any sense. I don't understand what we're talking about. Why is a super show you support for my super thanks was flashing like I'm going to show support for myself. That's like the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard. I think Jiggers because you.
It's so thick. I've never seen anything like it. It's so beautiful. I mean, that's how you conduct an interview.
Who's Satchel? I don't even know who Satchel is. Satchel, who's still? Is that? I'm guessing it's a musical group.
You can't just beat around the bush. But that's what Nina continues to do. Look at this.
Bunted. That's such an Aussie term, Bunted Sensei.
And to be fair, this actually kind of works. Watch Dreykus' reaction.
As a representative of Africa, I would like to learn more about your culture.
She wants to learn about black dicks. That's what she means by learning more about culture. I'm just throwing it out there. She wants to learn more about the big black dick. BBC.
In South Africa, how does one court a woman?
How does one court a woman?
What the fuck was that? I didn't even see that.
Please explain to me exactly what...
I didn't see what that message was. Some message just popped up and I just accidentally closed it.
What you want to...
Wow. Did you catch that? You probably didn't because you don't have the most advanced video technology available to mankind. You also don't have the hand of truth. So let's watch that again with my advanced technology so you can see him reveal.
He kind of does act like that Doctor. I've seen that Doctor Disrespect guy before, by the way. It is. Is it similar? I haven't really watched Doctor Disrespect. I've seen him. I think we're too old for this shit. Yeah, you're not wrong. But then again, I think some of these guys are probably older than us. Is this similar to Doctor Disrespect? I don't know, because I don't really watch Doctor Disrespect. Not even a little. Okay, so they're not similar at all. Because I don't watch him, but it looks like similar with the moustache and the headband, right? Doesn't he have a headband and sunglasses too? Yeah, I'm with you, Pork. I don't really know either, but I've seen them. I don't know who they are, but I've seen them. I've seen them. Okay, gamer. All right. Okay.
The gay.
In South Africa, how does one court a woman?
Zoom in on that. Pause. Right there. Look at his utter shock. Oh, God. How do I throw? Watch.
How does one court a woman?
How does one court a woman?
Flop out your cock, mate. Just flop out the cock. Let it rock out. That's how you do it.
Please explain to me
please explain. What does mean? What does mean, woman? What is woman? Why would one court a woman instead of licking a man bungus? Why court a woman when you can lick man baguettes? I don't get it. I'm so confused. I mean, wait, I'm supposed to pretend like I'm straight. Oh, yes. Oh, courting women, totally, yes. I know everything about that. I'm not gay. The cracks have begun to show themselves. There are many more instances of this, but I want...
How have these guys got these kind of setups with styluses and shit going on? Big ass TV. I suppose it's not that fancy, but it's somewhat interesting though, nonetheless. Yeah, this guy's all right. I mean, I don't know how much of his shit I'd watch, but he's all right. I don't dislike him. I respect his uniqueness. He looks like that other dude a little bit. That's a weird nickname for Miss Elizabeth. Yeah. Yeah, that was all right. He's not too bad. Do I necessarily love him? No, but he's all right. Man, these people just keep... Michael J. White's still talking about Seagal. What? Don't go down the road. Do you know Cinnamon Toast Ken lives in Melbourne? Who the fuck is Cinnamon Toast Ken? No disrespect to the person who recommended this video, but it's not for me. There you go, pal. He just shut on ya. I like it. Not everyone's gonna like the same shit. It is what it is. I will watch it sometime, but I don't. R.I.P. Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth. Yeah, I don't know who Miss Elizabeth is, but R.I.P. Macho Man. I do remember Macho Man. Bruce Lee's brutal fight with Steven Seagal caught on camera. There is no fight. It doesn't exist. It's just lies. These people are clickbaity scumbags. Clickbait scumbags. Especially this dickface, Beardy. How's this guy got 424,000 subs when all his videos, honestly, are just trash? They're just fake videos about Seagal. I don't want to slander him, so I shouldn't say that, allegedly. Bruce Lee moments that science can't explain. Bruce Lee's fight with Shaolin Masters. He's had a lot of videos about Steven Seagal. Yeah. Interesting character. He doesn't really get a lot of views on his videos, if we're being honest. I don't know how he's got 400,000 subs, but his videos get like 900 views. That makes no sense. No disrespect taken. No disrespect taken. Finished an episode. He got so boring lately. Only with to fat or catch a predator lately. All of what, like 9 or 10% is actually hospitable. Book up cells. Yeah, well, yeah. Macho Man was smacksy as hell. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. He's got bot subscribers. Okay, so that's a common thing, is it? Bot subscribers. What's the point? What's the point, though, of having bot subscribers? Does it make people think your channel's cool? Because it doesn't. It's not. It's not cool. Like, what's his most popular video? Fuck, 34 million. Jesus Christ. From like years ago. Bruce Lee, only real fight ever recorded. 70-year-old Arnold Schwarzenegger goes back to Muscle Beach. I mean, look, he's got more views combined than I've got on my channel, that's for sure. He's got a lot of million. They're only small views, but yeah, anyway. All right, lads and ladettes. We're about 2.5 in. Golden Bell. Yeah, I've seen a few of his. He's all right. Yeah, it's quite a lot of views, definitely. All right, is there anything you guys want to watch before we wrap up the sermon for the evening? Clickbait channel, just Bruce Lee, and we know all Bruce Lee videos. Yeah, that's right. It's funny, actually. On that note, the latest poll I had on the channel was regarding who's the most overrated martial artist, and funnily enough, Chuck was chosen as the most overrated martial artist. That was interesting. Well, that's an old lawman. I've got a new lawman coming next week. That lawman's from about 2 weeks ago, Cliff. So it's probably old, if that makes sense. Wrap it up. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, we can chill out for a little bit, but I mean, let's start getting towards the end of Snatch Wars videos. Yeah. Anyway, I was surprised to find that Chuck was the most voted for being fake. I mean, that was very surprising. Very, very surprising. Okay, the meme is that he's unbeatable, but he's got some credentials behind him. Like one guy got really upset by it. He wrote something like, what did he write? Oh, here we go. 10th degree black belt, Chuck Norris system, Chun Kuk, I don't know what the fuck that is. 10th degree black belt, American Tang Soo Do. 8th degree black belt, Taekwondo. 8th degree Kyrgyzstan Budokai. 5th degree Karate. 3rd degree black belt Jiu-Jitsu. Black belt in Judo. 6-time world karate champion. I mean, the guy got a lot of, yeah. So he's got some credentials there, I guess. But yeah, there's a lot of hate for him. I thought Bruce Lee actually would have been probably voted as the most overrated, even though there's a lot of myth around him. But yeah, I don't know what half of Chuck's credentials stand for. Tang Soo Do. What the hell is Tang Soo Do? I like this guy here. I respect your knowledge, but name one good movie he starred in that isn't Sidekicks. That's hilarious. A pair for hotels, maybe a couple K for cameras. I like your style. Fred. Let's do it, mate. When you're over here, let me know. Let's get it done. Dude went to college to train wrestling in his 30s. No one was doing that back then. That joke's been made, Miser. Someone made that joke already. That's someone literally, I think, made that joke in the comments about Chuck. Here we go. When Chuck Norris does a push-up, he actually pushing the earth down. AJ Daniels beat you to a day ago. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, the point of the story was I was surprised to see that Brucey Boy didn't get more votes. Poor Chuck copped it the most. Poor Chuck. Sidekicks was a good movie with those two kids where he's training those kids or whatever. When hung low, yeah. Invasion USA. Yeah, there's a lot of good movies. Isn't that where that's from? Invasion USA. Or is that from something else? A lot of people didn't know who Michael Jai was. I don't know how many of you people actually picked up on the JCVD photo, but do you notice who's in the background here? Did anyone actually pick up on that? Who's in the background of that JCVD photo? I don't know if I still have that. Maybe not. I don't know where I saved it. But anyway, it was Seagal in the background. That's the whole point. Seagal's face, Tong Po in the background. Yes, that's Tong Po. Seagal's Tong Po. Basically telling Van Damme, run bitch, or I'm going to smash you. I'm going to annihilate you, you piece of scum. Run for the hills. Run for the hills. Run for the hills, Van Damme. You're done for. I'm coming for ya. Oh, went too far. 100%. Yeah. Anyway, next week, the plan is I've got Bushido coming. I'm sorry, Bushido. Lawman and Bushido, though. So Lawman, final episode of season 1 of Lawman, which will be interesting. Yeah, so the final episode of Lawman of season 1. There's a whole season 2, so we're only just getting started. Another Bushido video. We're going to go back to the traditional Bushido or fake martial artist. Then we're going to come back to Jim Bushido. Then we're going to come back to Hollywood clowns. And we're going to go for a different angle on the Hollywood clowns. Someone that you won't expect. Someone that people love, but I'm going to give you a different spin on this guy. Obviously taking a piss, but yeah. But that's the plan anyway. Anything you guys want to have a chat about before we go? Because I need to go and use the lavatory, and then I'm going to probably head to 7-Eleven. Tongue my bung. I like that. Tongue my bung. And grab something to eat. A bit peckish. Extracted the urine. Yeah. He's got the embodiment of a Buddha nature. He is the Buddha nature. Time to say bye-bye. Grab some bintang here. Chuck Norris once came in a condom. The condom became pregnant. Is it Tom Hanks? Not Tom Hanks. No. I said someone likable. Tom Hanks is he's not really likable. He's all right, but he's a bit of a douche too sometimes. All right, my friends, we'll leave it there then, I guess. Don't drive. No. I'll ride my bike, mate. Don't worry, I don't drive. I ride. It's like literally 100 meters down the road, and I'm fine. I'll be fine. Don't stay tuned like the coconut bar. All right, legends. Thank you all for joining me. To Frayed Edges and Joker, thank you very much for your support above and beyond. Appreciated. And to everyone who's here tonight, thank you all for being legends. Next week, I'll obviously try and have a new video to debut as well. But thank you all for your support tonight and staying and drinking along with me. We almost made it to 3 hours. That's awesome. It seemed like it was literally it's like 30 minutes. But I'm getting tired, I'm not going to lie. But you're all legends. Have an awesome time. Pork Fang, I love you plugging the channel, the Discord. But until next time, my friends, have a good night. Thank you again. Bye-bye. Well, I gave that whole speech, and then I got to go over here and go to boom, end stream. All right, see you, legends.